Oh, it turned nighttime. Look at that. Let's get on some music. Hello, everybody. Hello. Anybody there? Oh, whoa. That's a bit loud there. Whoa. Whoa. Whew. Okay. All right, let's see. Let me get this stream popped up. Okay. Here we go. Let's share it to everybody. Hopefully you could get some people to come in the stream. Oh, I can't see the chat. Oh, wait, I can see it from this. Okay. Hello, Morgan. Hello. How are you? How's it going? Hello. Welcome back to JB dragmotoxboss. Okay. Pinging every single, well, not pinging, but sending it to every single one. Pinged in one. Pinged in my own Discord. Very nice. Getting the word spread. Yes, very good. Very good. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, Supernova. Rah! Never fear. The Supernova is here. Yes, that's right. That's right. Very good. I'm glad you're here, Supernova. I'm glad you're here. It's very nice to see you. Hey, I'm gonna need you to join the game and help me out with building these bases. I need the what? Woo! Woo! Manatees! Oh my goodness! All right, we got Awesome and Manatees. Manatees! I haven't seen you in so long. Okay, good. Thank you, Supernova. I appreciate it. Come on in. I'm building some stock up season bases. I'm getting prepared. Come on in.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'm getting prepared. Manatees! It's been so long since. Oh my goodness, it's been so long since I've spoke to you. Hello, Nostra Plays. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Wait, hold on. Give me a second. I need to. Everybody, subscribe to JB dragmotoxboss to get millions of IQ. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. It's a good decision. It's a good decision. Okay. All right. Very good. Mighty D's.
Yeah.
So I do need somebody. I do need Supernova's helping me, but I need somebody else who has the. Do you have the build power?
Is that the gold blueprint?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Good, good. Can you please do me a favor and get me a bunch of wood? I could pay you as well, okay?
Wait, what do you need me to get?
Sorry, I need you to get a bunch of oakwood, like oakwood units, and get a bunch of small units. I spoke too quick. I spoke way too quick.
Alright. Like, you want me to get oakwood and then just, like, chop into, like, 1x1 pieces?
Yes, yes.
Alright.
Yes, thank you, Supernova, for being here to save the day. Also, I want to give you something here. I want to tell you something, okay? Do not give Creepy Clowny Creep, that's the base that you got to give the wood to. Do not give Creepy Clowny Creep save items to base perms. Okay? Do not do that. when the wood saves, then it will not work. Red Samurai, hello, you're coming to the VC. That's amazing. When is stock up season? September 30th, 2024 is probably when it will happen. Easy. Woo. What are you saying is easy, Nostra? Morgan said that you have the power. You can join in a bit if I want. Well, if we get Mighty D's, then we won't need you. But I appreciate the offer. Thank you. Mighty D's. Wait, what's your character?
Your name is...
So random.
Oh, I changed it a little bit.
No,
I can tell.
I was doing this one game and I need to change it back.
Mighty D's, you're a pretzel back.
What?
He's a pretzel back.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me you're a pretzel back now. Okay. Hello,
Yeah.
Cone. How's it going? Hello. It's nice to see you.
Hey,
Hey, what's up, Red Samurai? How's it going?
It's going good.
How are you doing these days?
It's going good. I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers making some good videos.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Have you been watching them?
Yeah,
Thank you.
I've seen.
Thank you. Yeah, and then I also have the new rule. I don't upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays because I don't want to put out too many videos at once. Because I sure as well know that I cannot keep a daily upload schedule forever. I know that I eventually don't keep up with that. So it's inevitable. I can't always keep up with that. So I'm like, you know what? Why put everything out daily and make the videos cramp each other when there's not even daily videos all the time? Why not just spread them out and then have there be a much higher chance of all Sundays, Saturdays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays there being a video? Now, there is not going to be video every Sunday, Saturdays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Since Saturday, I've kept a good track. I uploaded a video last Saturday. I've uploaded a video last Sunday. And I uploaded a video today. Now I just got to do 2 days from now, Thursday, and then 3 days from now, Saturday. That's what I got to do. Anyways. Whew. Oh.
You know, speaking of not uploading on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, like I said, there is one YouTuber that does upload every day, which means he likes to post every tomorrow videos on every month.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. Wait, tomorrow videos you said. So this person records in advance and then uploads a video the day after like he records? Okay. Yeah.
Every month, he when you wake up at 5 p.m. He may upload a video.
5 a.m.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I don't think I'm getting up to watch him, but hey, good for him.
Yeah. But hey, no worries. You're still gonna see the video. And plus, I'm glad they showed the hour.
If you want to show me a video, then I'll watch it. Sure. Supernova,
Oh, hey,
somebody get trusted before next stream, but you don't mind just make things a bit harder when it comes to communicate. Just got to do it another day. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have DM'd you. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, we should. I'm feeling a little bit lucky right now. How about you come on in? I'll give you the trusted role. Don't betray my trust, Supernova. All right. Hello, Dakolos. It's been a while. I'm President Parsons. Hello, new person to the stream. You guys didn't even speak. You guys joined in. You guys didn't even speak.
I just joined in, like 30 seconds ago.
Well, yeah, there's a good 30 seconds where you didn't speak.
Well, you were talking, and I didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, I guess I'm used to everybody just saying hello when they come on in. Okay.
By the way, for now on, JB, I'm gonna
video last night.
Huh?
In Code's new video in Oaklands, he was he was just driving along, and all of a sudden I joined the VC because he was live, and since I'm a moderator,
yeah,
I said hello, and he's like, dude, I'm live, I'm recording.
Supernova came to the VC.
That's funny.
Hello.
Hello.
And I was like,
hi,
oh,
JB.
Shit.
Hi, Supernova.
Hey,
how's it going?
It's going good, man. How's your night been?
Could be better, but hey, I'm here to stream, okay? That's
I'm going good. Oh crap.
Yeah,
The stream. I might have to pause the stream. Because I keep thinking you're talking.
Yeah, well, no, mute it. Mute the stream.
I know, I am.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay.
And I'll try not to do anything bad.
As JV, for now on, I'm gonna be sleeping at 9 p.m.
Oh, my time 9 p.m. or your time?
Pretty sure my time.
Oh, your time. Okay. All right.
Oh
Yeah.
my god,
I'm
the
not-
server lag.
9
My
PM.
conveyors are
I'm
not
probably
moving.
I'm probably not going to stream a lot because I want to watch a certain program that's going to happen in a little over an hour by a certain time, and I'm not going to stream it because I don't think that's a good idea. Well, I now think that's not.
I
a good
know what you're
idea.
talking about. I know which one you're talking
Server
about.
lag, my
That's
conveyors.
what I think.
But I might just have to watch it later. I mean,
I'm definitely
Listen.
watching it. I know what you're speaking of.
JB.
I might still have the motivation to stream. Now, if everybody in VC, if you and like if everybody in the VC runs off to watch it, then I guess I'll end stream. But if you guys all still stay here and still want to watch me stream, then I'll still stream. It's up to you guys when it
I
happens.
don't even know
okay?
what kind of premiere you guys are talking about.
Oh, it's a premiere that
I
the
don't
whole
think I don't
nation
know.
knows about.
Oh, is it the election?
Maybe it's related to it. Yep.
Oh. I usually don't pay attention to that stuff because I'm probably way too young to have to worry about it.
That's fair enough. But
Because I am 14.
okay, all right, yeah, you are too young. But my advice. Oh, you're right on set for the next election. You'll be able to vote. So I recommend
yeah.
in 4 years. You know what? Something similar about both of us. We our ages turn. We both turn the minimum age requirement the same year that an election happens. Because I turned 18 this year. That's something common about us. It's interesting.
Oh yeah, that's actually really cool, man.
It is pretty cool. We're in the same loop, if that makes sense. Now in 4
I
years.
thought you were older than 18.
No, I'm 18 years old. No.
And honestly, man, thank you for letting me come
sure.
on into the VC. I am honored.
I can't keep you back another time. I'm like, well, if you're this.
No,
you're
I
this
didn't mean
dedicated.
to make it seem like I was so desperate.
No, but listen. If you're as dedicated as you are, which you're super dedicated, I mean, I
I'm
don't
not
see it in
trying to
everybody,
seem
obviously. So I gotta let you in. But unfortunately, Jenny doesn't think the same thing. Jenny doesn't want to let me into box cars and let me buy a freaking truck. I have to wait. Goodness gracious.
Wow, how dare
Yeah,
Jenny, bro?
Best man, I'm not your
she's known to
father.
do that.
Jenny?
By the way, you guys both sound like your cousins. President Parsons, do you remember do you remember yesterday when I said that the person in VC sounded like your cousin?
Yeah, I remember.
It looks like you have another cousin. Why do you sound like everybody?
Oh hell no! I'm probably older than everybody in here.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
I'm 14. People tell me
Actually,
I'm
I think Austin
16.
Folsom's older than you. Actually, no. Actually, yeah, you were the oldest. Good. for
I'm
you.
21.
How
I
old
thought you
did
said
you
you're
think
gonna
I
turn it in 2
was
days.
if how old would you think I was if I just started talking and never stated my age? Like right now, right here.
I honestly don't know. It can vary.
15.
Huh?
15.
Honestly, people tell me I sound 16.
Ah.
I'm 14.
I look like I'm 16
And people say,
somehow.
and some people say I sound like I'm in my 30s.
You do though sometimes. And it almost like kind of
Sorry.
scares me.
And here I am,
hope
the
I did
complete
good for you.
opposite of that.
It's a good thing, though. It's a good thing.
Yeah, it is a pretty good thing because it makes you sound more mature.
Yeah, a good, mature voice. That's all. I used to be insecure back years ago when I had a lighter voice. It's not a good thing to be insecure about about your voice. All right, it's never a good thing to be insecure about that. You should not be insecure. It's a bad thing to be insecure about your voice. But anyways, I was insecure about my voice. Then ever since I got a deeper voice, I felt a lot better. Let me read the chat. Supernova's voice sounds like exactly what they thought it would be. Okay, Morgan, that's interesting.
How would they know?
Best man is not going to join, but best man's here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you. Thank you.
How would they know?
I don't know.
My voice sounds higher pitched than it is.
Oh yeah, Monkey Lips. I knew you were here the whole time. I just forgot to say your name. Hello.
Yeah, I know.
How's it going?
I hope Cody unloads soon because he's like lagging up the server real bad.
Yeah.
Because like my
Are y'all
conveyors
hungry or something?
are like stiff. Like, and it's screwing up the studs so bad. Like, yeah,
My sawmill
sucks.
at sawmilling.
Oh
yeah,
wait,
Cody, if
Oh,
you're in VC, bro, please.
Cody, can you please unload? There we go. No, I forget what I was gonna say now.
And I do want to
Baby,
clarify,
why
my
is
mom
your
can be
Roblox
quite nosy
name-
sometimes, so if she comes in and I just stop talking when you try and answer me, it means that my mic muted because she gets
That's
like
okay.
really nosy.
That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. All right.
JB,
Let's take
why
a
do
tour
you
of your
name your
base.
Roblox? JB,
My
why
base?
do you
Oh,
name
this
your
is
Roblox
only my
account?
No,
third
I
base.
gotta hear what Mighty D's has to say. Mighty D, say it.
Why do you name your Roblox account Creepy Clowny Creep?
It's because it goes with the
curious
tongue
to how you
twister
came up with
theme.
that.
It's the tongue twister theme. I don't know. I randomly thought of it.
It actually does. It
Oh
actually
yeah, I also
is
realized why my profile is so small due to y'all guys' profile.
Why?
It's so hilarious.
Wait, whose truck is this by my
No,
base?
yours
Hold
is
up.
the same size as Supernova's.
Yeah, I see.
No,
I see.
actually, they're about the same size. Never mind.
This base I usually don't work on much because I
Ah.
ended up back when I had my Chromebook, I like making a video of tearing down the old base. Cause this is technically my first ever base from 2019.
Oh, wow. Well, good for you.
Oh yeah, but
Nice.
oh yeah,
I
by the way,
like
Jay,
this space.
finally-
And
Thank
the
you.
lights in
Finally,
there,
Jared,
yeah,
oh.
it's very classic. And I like how it's tall and how there's tall windows. That looks very good. I like that. What? Red
Yeah,
Summer?
it's
I am
it
very
could have
tall.
I'm-
it could have been
happy
better.
that
A lot of this,
You should
a lot
see
of the
that.
things in this base were like really rushed. Like
I'm so happy to say
This
this,
still
but
looks good.
Jay,
What?
the new Dismissal Plus is finally the full version of it.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
And a lot
there's
of
that.
people get
There's the
confused.
purple truck. There's the purple truck. There's the purple
yeah,
car.
yeah, it's the Scion wire, and a lot of people get confused in this room because they're like, "How do we get up? Just go up the conveyor." It's a little bit of a tight fit,
How
but
did
it
they
works.
get confused? I didn't get confused. That was easy to figure out.
And then when this is down, you just jump right here. Gotta do a little bit of parkour.
How are people getting confused?
I don't know. People are people.
That's okay. It's okay.
This is still under works right now.
Oh, I like you clipped that through the conveyor. Used. the
Yeah, I had to
counter,
use an alt.
Like, used an alt or something like that. Yeah. I
Yeah.
like this. Very good. And then you have 2 container things of wood. So,
Yeah, because
I
those
gu-
are
I'm
like the
guessing
only
those-
2 that I really need to use.
so cherry and oak.
Yeah, those are the only 2 I really need to
Oh,
use at the
nice.
moment.
Okay. All right. Best man said, JB, be honest. Do I make enough money from YouTube to not work IRL? I don't have the answer. No, I don't.
Oh, there's Cody. In his amazing entrance.
Yes, Cody. How's it going? Still rocking the switch color
You're
horns. I
rude.
feel like Cody is like trying to put in his own style, like just like a version of an off-brand JB dragmotoxboss style. I like it.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Because
Honestly.
the white's in the wrong. Wait, hold on a minute. Yeah, no, the white horn's in the wrong spot. The horns are in the wrong spots, but I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then down here you got the storage building,
Okay.
which was, I think, close, so you couldn't see it. So
Oh,
sorry
I
about
like
that.
I like how you're in the sky and you walk over. Look at all this wood.
Yeah.
I like this. Okay.
Then you got all the stuff down here.
Hey, do
Wow.
I have you added on my account?
Huh?
Oh no, it was open.
Do I have you added?
No,
I'm not sure if I do.
I didn't add you. Hold on. Give me a second.
Oof.
That's fine.
Second.
Don't worry about it. Take your time, man.
How dare you?
Mighty D's, is the wood coming along good?
Yeah, I'm trying to load a different base to see if it works better.
Yes,
The
Mr.
server
Code, you
lag.
could join. You have to add me. Drag All Star Boss is my username, all lowercase, no spaces. There.
And honestly, man, thank you for letting me join.
Sure, of course. Honestly, Asa Folsom's Asa Folsom's not there. Honestly, you kind of got me at a good time because I've not. I'll say as far as this, I've not had the best day today.
And I hope
Really
your day
not.
gets really better, dude.
Thank you.
Because
Thank you.
trust me, I've been there.
Thank
Well,
you,
we've
thank
probably all been there, actually.
Thank you. And that means a lot to me. Okay, what's your name, President Parsons on Roblox?
It's President_Parsons.
Okay.
Capital P's.
Okay. So President Parsons, it took you a while to start speaking in Cope Primate's universe, right? I'm just assuming that, right? Like,
What do you mean it took a while?
like you know how you speak in it, like you're able to, you got a collab with him, and you're able to like talk and have a bunch more collabs with him, right? Did it take you a
Yeah.
while of like
Guys,
dedication
I haven't
to get
sold
that?
any of these book gifts from last year. Because I never see anyone with these.
Not really. I've been in the server since 2019. He knew me from before, and I think I joined in 2018 as well.
JB,
well,
when's the last
I
time
still count
his thing
I
for a
still
while.
count that as dedication because like
My
you've been there
gift!
for a while.
My
Okay,
gift!
what did you say, Supernova?
Have you ever like seen anyone with these gifts in particular in like bulk amounts? Because I feel like I haven't.
Yes, me and myself and Giga Bacon and Ancient Oldie and Vetle and Charlie 10. Actually, not Charlie 10. Never mind that one.
Huh. Guess I just haven't been really paying attention that much. Because I
Well,
feel like I'm the only one with these. No one like ever wants to buy them.
I know that I sure as heck don't want to buy these. Yeah. Here, let me toss it off for you. No, I don't want to buy that. No, absolutely not. It's
Well, I didn't
disgusting.
say you had.
I have
I
too
didn't
many
say
of
you
them.
had to.
I know.
Wait, where'd you throw that? Oh,
Did I confuse you?
yes. I get really confused easily. I'm sorry. I'm a little
No,
bit
it's
slow,
funny. I wanted you to
autistic.
get confused. Hello, Nico. How's it going?
You know what's funny?
What?
For how stupid I am, it helped me come up with
not
the
foolish.
autistic. No. Bear with me here. It helped me come up with the autistic Olympics in my server.
What? The
Everyone,
Autistic
no,
Olympics.
everyone agreed on the name. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's basically a Lumber Tycoon 2 event
Okay.
when we
That's
hit 50
interesting.
members.
It's interesting. Okay. Such a random name. Very interesting.
No, it was originally my friend's name. My friend came up with it.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
We got enough food to last for a year right here.
very good. Very good.
Eggs
I like
for
your
lunch,
names. Nice.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Thank you.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
But
Okay.
I don't think you've seen my biggest base yet. You've only seen my mansion in this.
Yeah, I guess not. There is something
I can't
do
wait
wanna-
for Spookwood season.
There is something.
What'd you
I do
say,
wanna
GB?
finish- there is something I do want to finish saying. Duckles, you haven't even spoken the whole time.
Oh yeah, I'm playing War Thunder right now.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
War Thunder.
You know, no, I'll let you guys know about something.
It's flinging time.
I am not. I'm
Ow.
just gonna say it as brief as possible, so that I'm not. So that it's not like everybody doesn't know. I am actually going through a lot right now, and that is actually a
sorry
big
for you,
reason.
man.
That's a big reason why I'm streaming. I stream to cope with this. All right. I hope that doesn't weird anybody out. I'm just admitting to. Oh, I'm streaming just to cope.
I'm very sorry, man. I hope you feel better.
I could still come off as perspectively normal, and I want you to joke around. It's fine. But thank you. I do appreciate that a lot. Like whenever I'm just going through too much, I seek live streaming. I seek live streaming because I need. It's a form of me surrounding myself with people who care about me. The JB dragmotoxboss community. It's. By the way,
I might or might not have axe glitched myself like 50 million meters into the sky.
That's interesting. But anyways, I want to finish that. So consider yourself. You got me at a lucky time because I'm like, hey, I need another person to talk to. The more, the merrier. So
I didn't honestly make it. I really hope I didn't make it seem I was that desperate.
It was fine. It was fine. Oh my goodness.
The thing is, you're like the only LT2 YouTuber that actually like makes like a very relatable content and like actually
Really?
makes pretty good content and
Well, thank you.
actual
Thank you.
and actually uploads pretty often
Thank you.
that I actually like.
What about me?
Well, I'm glad you enjoy my content.
I'm kidding.
President Parsons, you better hush up.
No.
Oh, Hayden Jack's here. Oh god. Oh god, he's about to yap about Oaklands.
Oh no. No, but seriously, President Parsons, you do have a good channel. You should
I'm in the null zone.
spend more time on
I'm
your
not
content.
going down anytime soon.
Spend more time. You should become a full-time YouTuber, President Parsons. Then we could call you a good YouTuber. How about that?
You called me a
I am
little
gonna
son of a beast
I'm
thing.
gonna be uploading a lot for Spookwood season because I'm trying to get over 100 trees this year. Last year I was like 84.
Jimmy,
and
do
one
you see what
sinister.
Hayden Jack is
Pretty
saying
cool.
about you right now?
What is he saying?
He's saying he's gonna send you to a boot camp.
Oh.
What?
What a big shame. Red Samurai's like, what? By the way, I was looking at your base, President Parsons. I like it. It's very good.
I'm in the
Why do you have
null
two
zone. I'm not getting out of
clones
here
on?
anytime soon. I guess I lost my only blue steel axe.
I'm not gonna start a cult. What are you talking about?
I've only got a few.
Applying some pressure.
Oh, I kept it? Wait.
Does
If
anybody
if you
got wood
reset
yet?
in the null zone?
Does anybody got wood yet?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I have every single
completely
type
forgot.
of wood in the game
No,
on my base.
I need oak
in
wood.
my
I
own
need people.
storages.
No, I need people that just like give me oak wood and I'll pay them.
I completely forgot. I'm sorry. Hang on.
Thank you,
Working on it.
Morgan. I appreciate that. I read that chat, by the way. I'm the only good LT2 streamer slash YouTuber that Morgan likes. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I really try.
Do you want to hear something?
I know there's a community that appreciates my content,
Afton's
so I try.
stream is good.
try.
But they're just not the same as yours, dude.
Oh, I know that.
Do you want to hear
for a fact.
something interesting?
And Afton streams like every 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Did you know the actual oak tree in the game is actually the elm tree?
Yes, I knew that.
And the oak tree
Wow.
itself is
Hayden
just called
Jack.
generic.
I think we should kick Hayden Jack. He's being mean to me.
Yeah, why didn't we get him out sooner?
By the way, don't mind me applying some pressure.
Okay.
Cause I want to win 5 times in this game. Because definitely you can get free cam in pressure.
Yeah. President Parsons, do you want a 3K sub signature?
I don't have 3K subs. What the hell you mean?
No, for me.
Sure.
Okay.
Come on over here.
I accidentally
Get in the wires.
turned it off immediately and then crap. That was not funny.
Oh, hey, I got code breach.
The server lag.
Let's go over here. Woo!
You want to see something else that's pretty cool?
Yeah, the real
This
mistake.
signature that I'm based on right now, I made this one, and then Code did that one.
Yeah, it's
Here, you
fake.
can sign it back here.
Okay.
Alright, JP, I'm about to
That's why I put fake above this one and real above that one.
All right. Also, days and Supernova. I need you both to make sure that Creepy Clowny Creep does not have save items to base perms. Remember that, okay?
I already did.
Yep, I know. I gave
Good.
you all perms but save items.
Good. Thank you.
My mic is working.
Also,
right?
Mighty
I,
D's,
I literally
could you
turned
start-
on my camera, turned it off,
If
and
you-
then crashed.
It's horrible. Mighty D's, while you're over there, could you start filling up the blueprints, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
Do I
I appreciate it.
Perms. JB,
Huh?
do I got perms?
Oh, no, you don't. Hold on. Give me a second.
Alright.
I think this bee is going to be too big. No! No!
You know.
Hayden Jack's being mean to me, bro. I'm gonna ban him from the group chat I added him to.
Oh, Hayden Jack's the master of group chats. You can't ban him. He's the group chat.
He was being literally the first.
No, you
5
gotta have
minutes,
Hayden
he was
Jack
being racist.
included in every single group chat. What are you talking about? How dare you kick Hayden Jack from a group chat? He is the group chat kid. He's the one known
he was
for being in
being
group
racist.
chats. Oh, get him out of there.
Bro changed his
Wait,
mind.
should I
in
sign your base?
Bro changed his mind in like 2.2 seconds. He was literally half saying the N-word.
Get him out of there.
What?
Whoa!
What?
Get him out of there. Don't do that, Hayden Jack. Bad. Now, if Morgan were to get enough pink wires, could I? No, I only sign bases in normal wires. I'm sorry. It's a policy. It's a new policy, okay? Sorry.
Will you do it if they pay you?
No.
Like 20 million?
No. There's enough people who hand me free money in Lumber Tycoon 2. I cannot be
Oh,
bothered
yeah,
anymore.
JB.
Valid.
JB.
I also forgot.
My signature color is pink. What if I want it to be pink?
No.
Well,
I mean, you can just outline it in pink wire.
Then it won't be from JB.
I outlined my
Well,
captain
too
signature in
bad.
pink
You
wire.
gotta have it non-pink. Your whole color's pink. Oh my goodness. Duckles, are you gonna be okay? I'm not signing the signature in pink. Everything's gonna be pink with you. Everything's gonna be pink.
Everything's white with me. Everything's white and blue with me.
I also forgot. I can't get a pinky and pressure whenever I'm in the VC. So yeah.
Who goes there?
Here.
Oh, Matadea is doing it to traditional style. Nice.
Hey, I found a code breach.
Hold on, I need to buy access from somebody. Who wants to sell me some access? I'll overpay.
What kind?
If I had axes, I would. I have boxed end times
Just-
and boxed rusties on my other slot. That's
Just
it.
2 random
What
axes.
do you need?
Just give me 2 random axes, okay?
Just any. I got you. I got you. I got you.
Give me
do you
2
want
good
boxed end
axes,
times?
okay? No, not boxed.
2 doors.
This
I'll
keyboard
buy
that I'm
him-
using,
I'll
it's
buy a
glitching
mini
out.
axe
It's
for
causing my
someone.
truck to randomly stop. I thought it was a glitch in Refiner.
Hold on,
No, it's my keyboard. What? Okay.
JB, come on up. I got you next.
Okay. I'll let
Did
President
I buy a
Parson
mini
sell me
axe
some
from you?
axes.
Which one do you want?
Ooh.
Go over these.
I don't have. I go. Back out of the way. Okay.
I'm still getting used to
Where do you stay?
using max graphics. It's been months since I got this computer, and I'm still trying to get used to it.
Good luck. Oh, I gotta
I'm
go
trying.
for a nice classic candy corn axe. I love the design of the candy corn axe.
Yee.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, time to take some money. There. 300K. There you go.
Yay.
What the flip?
I know.
There you go. Yeah, I told you I was overpaying for those.
JB, did you pay 300K for a candy corn axe?
And an amber
And
axe.
an amber axe.
And an amber axe. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to
Actually,
be
the
nice to
amber
my
axe is
people.
worth
I'm
it.
trying to give out money.
The amber
more.
axe, you could get to move.
Hey, JB,
What?
want me to sign your base?
Sure. No, not this base. I don't have any walls in this base. I only take signatures on one type of base. It's not here, and it's not here right now. I'll wait another time. Hello, Warrior V. Rome. It's nice to see you. Everybody subscribe to Jamie dragmotoxboss. You need to get smart.
Subscribe.
Hello, Kaden. What are the crazy Oreos? How's it going? How's it going? This keyboard.
Hey,
Never
there's a
fear,
PS5.
first
There's a,
supernova is
Hey,
here.
Giga
Should I make-
Bacon.
Wait,
hold up. There's a PS5
should I make that my catchphrase? Never fear, supernova is here.
There's a PS5 Pro. coming out
Actually,
on
I think I'm gonna fear. Because you like to ask a YouTuber with 53 subscribers
Okay, bro.
advice on a PSP.
Okay, JB. Okay, JB.
JB.
His name's JB Drag Motocross 2. He's a Minecraft
JB.
YouTuber. He
JB
has
Drag
53
Motorbot
subscribers.
Express
JB. JB.
is a
What?
funny dude. He sounds a lot like you.
Yes, he is. Tacos, what's up?
JB. The PS5 Pro is coming out on the November 7th.
And I'm not gonna buy it.
And the Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out tomorrow.
How is the
What?
the PS5 Pro better than the PS5? Like, what's the
Do I
difference?
have lower graphics? Like,
Just like you just slap the Pro on it. You just change what it looks like.
Probably gonna overprice that.
the background.
Yeah, it's $200 more than the PS5.
Well, what's different about the Pro? Does it let you have more games? Is that it?
It's literally just more space, I think.
Probably. It's probably just like a slightly better graphics.
And screw
There definitely
graphics.
should
As
be.
long as it can play games, I don't care.
Oh, okay. Woo.
I love axe slinging.
I think today, boys, we are making quota.
Okay.
Making quota.
We gotta make quota. We gotta make quota or else we're fired.
Caden, yes, you can play, but the server's full, so you could wait in the queue.
Hayden Racista doesn't deserve to join.
Okay.
He said, also, I'm not an Oreo. I'm
JB is an Oreo confirmed.
tried, but I'm going to be human for two things. One is for Halloween, two for Christmas, and the Oreo will return next year
But
on
Christmas!
2025.
But Christmas!
He's gonna be a human for Halloween and Christmas. So it looks, he's not gonna be an Oreo for Halloween. He's not gonna be an Oreo for Christmas. He's gonna be a human for Christmas.
But we want to see JB in an Oreo costume.
No, I'm dressing up as Flying First
What?
at school this year. You know who that is, right?
I'm gonna be a
Yes,
redneck.
Of course I
I'm
know.
already
She's gonna
one.
be a redneck for
I won't
Halloween.
work.
That's
A
crazy.
redneck. Oh, okay.
I
Interesting.
can't be a redneck, I guess, because I'm already one.
You don't sound like a redneck.
You know, you should just be a
Oh.
human. Like, you should be a human instead for.
Oh man.
No, President Parsons, you should be a human for Halloween instead, like Caden's doing.
I'm
And
a
you should
nerdy
also.
hillbilly. That's what I am.
No, you also need to be a human. Don't forget to be a human for Christmas too. Don't forget
That's
to
only
be.
the first weekend then. Like,
Is it just me or did nobody else dream of being a
Nerdy.
Roblox avatar for Halloween once?
Caden said also.
No, I've
your
actually never
birthday-
thought
the
of
Oreos'
that.
birthdays is near. It's on January 5th. Oh, it'll be an Oreo birthday then.
Oreo birthday.
Yeah,
Invite
the
me.
Oreo birthday is on January 5th.
Invite me right now.
So I'm technically
I will
20 years old, but in
all the middle cream stuff, and I will leave with just the nasty cracker part.
Happy birthday to the
I'm for
Oreos.
real carrying the stream right now.
You kind of are. You kind of are. No, but I'm doing some progress. I'm responding to the chats. You can't just say you're carrying the whole thing. How dare you? Everybody
like,
subscribe to
I mean,
Jamie
I'm
Drag
carrying the
Motocross
humor
Boss
of
for
the
millions of
stream.
IQ. Hurry up! You better subscribe to Jamie Drag Motocross Boss. You'll get so smart. You and Connor.
I'm
are
carrying
twins,
with the
and
humor.
You are 10 and you're about to be 11. Okay. All right. Good. That's good that you're getting older. All right. Yes. Nice. You're
Oh,
twins
shoot.
and you're fans of JB Dragon Motocross Boss. I see you on more than Connor, though. I feel like you're a more dedicated fan. I could be wrong, though.
No, I don't want lag. Jeez.
I'm very happy to see you. Very happy to see Morgan here. Very happy to see Warrior V Rome here. Very happy to see Mr. Cone here. Oh, Hayden Jack, don't go crazy. It's okay. It's just your friend, Mr. Cone. Don't go too crazy. Very happy to see everybody here. Everybody in the VC. It's very nice to see everybody. Red Samurai, the Ghost, Hayden Jack,
What about that?
Mondays! President
President
Parsons, Supernova,
BC last time.
Supernova,
What happened to
PFP Asker, 53 subscribers, and then Giga Bacon. Wait, what happened to what?
Okay, bro. Okay, PFP Asker. Okay.
Yeah, PFP Asker. Yeah. You
I
asked
don't know
about
if
your
you're gonna
PFP.
take it so seriously, man.
That's your
I just
label.
wanted to-
That's your label now.
I just wanted an opinion.
Yeah, you ask a YouTuber with 53 subscribers about a YouTube PFP. That's what you're known as.
I have 270.
Yeah, so
I
you
can
asked
relate.
down. You asked down to a 53 sub to YouTuber. You asked
I can relate.
down. Yeah, but you're more popular than that 53 sub to YouTuber named JB Dragon Motocross.
I like
Boss.
220.
President Parsons is probably thinking in his head, ooh, I gotta catch up to Supernova. I can't let my cousin beat me in subscribers.
or something.
Wow. I don't know. I'm growing at a pretty alarming rate.
How many subs per month?
Also, is your
I think
mic
close to 27 since February.
Oh, that's
'Cause
a good
I-
rate. Good.
Because right on my birthday, right on the 1-year anniversary, my channel, I hit 100, and it's just been going uphill since then.
Well, that's amazing. That's amazing. Good. I'm glad to see
Yeah,
that.
and
Yeah, it's
I
always
hope yours is going well, man.
Yes. Well, mine has actually kind of died off. All the subscribers
sure
that I
it'll-
made last stream are pretty much all gone, and I lost a subscriber this stream. I am the highest I've been is 3,442. My channel sub count is in decline at the moment, but I had
you spamming
something.
the subscribe button and unsubscribe button.
Yes, of course. But listen, the big subscriber boom of mid-2024 happened. Basically, in June of 2024, I had managed to gain a total of 1,000 subscribers. In May of 2024, I gained a total of 110 subscribers. And July, I gained a total of 400 subscribers. Gained
Holy
big
moly.
amounts of subscribers those months, but June was really the month where it was crazy. Went from 1.9K to 3.4K. My projection was I was hoping to get to 3,000 by January of 2025. I already met quota by a long shot, so I'm chilling over here.
He did the quota joke. He finally did the quota joke.
Yeah, I like to say the quota joke. Where do you think you got it
JB
from?
hit
You
quota.
got it from me.
No, you got it from me. It's a Lethal Company joke.
Oh. Okay.
Why did you sound so sad?
I don't know.
All right, never fear, for Supernova is here. I've got the wood.
I just get very upset when I can't remember properly. Hey, Red Wolf. Oh, why am I on alt account? Because I'm building bases for stock up season. I'm doing it the Game Score 2 style. Red
I
Wolf,
almost just said
you can
Supernova
join
has
Livestream
dementia
VC.
confirmed.
Red Wolf, you could join Livestream VC. I gave you perms to. All right?
Whoa, Supernova got lots of wood.
I'm JFK. It's time.
What do you mean, Caden? Okay. Woo.
Did you see that one meme I sent in your meme
Yeah, Mr.
suggestions
Cone,
channel?
wait in the
JB
queue.
has a pet tree.
Wait in the queue.
The
Wait in the
bottom
queue.
text.
I'll add you, Mr. Cone. What is your username, Mr. Cone? Tell me your username, okay? Tell me your username in chat. Add dragmotoxboss, all lowercase, no spaces. Wait, what did you say? Somebody said something.
Did you see that one thing that I made and sent in your meme suggestions channel? It said JB has a pet tree. Bottom text.
Huh?
Where?
If
Hell
you
yeah.
scroll back up a little bit.
Oh.
Bro, the blue steel axe flings you way too far.
I don't know. I think I got sent to the null zone by it once.
What? Why did someone in the server make their PFP new Nikocado Avocado?
Oh, hell no.
Oh hell no, man.
Hell no.
What the man? What are you doing?
Sorry.
Okay, I'll look for it another time. Okay, I gotta get
Hello.
back to the
I can
stream.
resend it.
Resend.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure,
Dr.
resend it.
Folsom.
Hey.
What?
Awesome Folsom squeezed his way into the VC.
Whoa!
Yes, I did.
Awesome Folsom is way better than
And
Ace of
and I
Spades.
say squeezed because this call was full before you
He's
joined.
9 out of 8.
Yeah.
You sent me a friend request? No way, I'm honored, bro.
You're talking in the stream, so why wouldn't I send you a friend request? Think of that.
Wow.
Okay.
JB sends everyone.
My first message I will send to you will be
No, I don't send
Raw.
I don't send everybody friend requests. Only the people who are dedicated enough.
Okay.
Yeah. Those standards have been updated. Thank you.
Why do you have particles, Sweaty?
What?
That's Mighty D's.
Why does Sweaty have smoke?
That's Mighty D's
particles?
to you. That's Mighty D's. You're speaking
Oh,
of
my-
Mighty D's.
My fault.
Respect
my fault,
the
my
Mighty
bad.
D's.
I don't know why I have smoke particles. I've always had smoke particles.
Yeah.
So you just don't know? You've always had it?
He
Yeah.
What?
I'm
He
too
vaped some in
hot.
the hole.
What?
Oh!
Yes, I said live.
I got
VC.
flung,
Yes, I did,
okay.
Red Wolf.
I heard him chop a tree. And then
Here's
he
your
was
wood, my
"Oh,
good
I
sir."
got
Alright, I
flung."
saw your
Now.
name.
Time to disappear.
yeah.
I did. I got flung off the map.
Supernova's gone.
Time to go fling. Ow.
Yeah.
That did not work out
Don't
well.
worry, Mr. Cone. I accepted your friend request.
Come on, stop hitting me. Ow.
I'm gonna go.
You're gonna go. Bye, Duckles. Thank you for stopping by.
Bye.
Always!
Oh.
Always! Oh, he left
Oh
before I
god,
could finish
JB's mic is not having a good time today. Oh my god.
that. Hey,
Oh
Red
my
Wolf,
God.
how's it going? Welcome to stream
I
for the
am-
first time.
I don't think you guys are gonna believe this, but I accidentally somehow glitched into the snow glow cave.
That's interesting.
Oh.
Interesting. We
Wait, what?
actually Gigabacon and Hayden Jacks.
I'm there.
Gigabacon and Hayden Jacks. Did you
Stay
guys
down there.
Yeah, can someone come
Alright,
get me?
stop
I have
talking
my
over me.
only
Stop
blue steel
talking.
axe on me.
Stop talking over me. Stop talking.
You just reload your
I'll come
base.
get you. come get you.
I need
Nope,
to
stay
turn-
down
I
there. I'll
need to
come
turn
get
these
you.
people down.
Okay.
I know it's way down there. I have a gold bridge and I'll just blow up
Okay,
the
stop talking over me.
thing.
Okay, Hayden, Jack, and Gigabacon, I need to send you guys to the waiting room because you guys aren't speaking, and I want to leave spots open for the people who can speak. Thank you.
This is
Hayden
my.
said in the chat that he was gonna leave. He wasn't needed.
Okay.
I am so excited.
All right.
I made it
JB,
You
you,
made it
better
where?
use the shadow.
here.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh.
JB, remember.
Oh wait. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Hey, Red Wolf. Everybody's talking at once. I'm confused as to who's speaking. Hey, yeah, you made it. Good job. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Welcome on. Hey. Good job. You made it. All right. It was a journey. You stayed
day
dedicated
now.
enough. So now you're here. How does it feel? We got 3 first-timers in this VC. Very interesting. 3
Very
first-timers.
great.
So this will be a breath of fresh air for the JB dragmotoxboss YouTube channel. Very nice.
And yeah, this is
Happened to
actually really
Also,
nice.
I shared
I
my
am very
screen
grateful
in
you
case
let me come join you guys.
sees my screen. What's in reacting to my screen?
All right, also, guys, try to speak one at a time. Everybody's talking over each other. It's crazy.
Okay.
As I was saying, I'm showing my screen in case if someone's watching my screen.
All right, thank you for offering that.
Oh, you're playing,
Another fun activity. Very
Did
good.
someone say
Thank
they
you.
were gonna
Thank
come
you,
get me or not?
Huh?
Me. I'm up here. I'm almost there.
Okay.
Almost there.
JB,
What
don't
is it
forget
called
to do the thing where you put the car spawner above the truck spawner.
Have you beaten a?
I won't forget to do that. Thank you. Thank you, Mighty D's. I
JB.
appreciate
Do
it.
you guys
Yeah,
want to go be
I'm surprised I came up with that.
Me too.
I
Because
just
it was so
like
random.
yeah, there's like a time where I was just moving some stuff that had like presents and stuff in it. It was like a carload and a truckload, and I had to move this floor,
Mhm.
and it dropped the car on the back of the truck, and then yeah.
Yeah, very good. All right, somebody was going to say something to me. I think Supernova.
Oh yeah. Oh, Supernova. Go ahead.
Where are you at?
No,
down
Oh,
here?
no. Oh, it was President Parsons then.
There's a vent right here.
I'm not in the cave itself. I managed to swim over to the second island.
Graphics weren't different to me.
Oh god.
I can probably use my tab glitch. I can probably use my tab glitch. Hang on. If I use my tab glitch to get over there, it's gonna be painful and slow, but I'll be able to do it. I think.
Unfortunately, it won't be quick, simple, and easy.
JB,
I mean,
I
can
realized.
download real quick,
And
actually.
JB, I
Yes,
realized you're gonna have to
join
build the door
If
bridge.
it's your alt, if
to
it's
the,
on your alt
No,
account,
I'm not doing
Safari.
that. I'm not doing that this year. Not
Yeah,
enough
me
time, and I
neither.
don't want to. Not enough time, and I don't want to. I built the whole color-coded Bluewood area door bridge.
JB.
So you're just sick of door bridges?
Well, of course, yeah. Like the last time I was
Yeah.
going
Join the
insane,
autistic
I was like B-E check or whatever. I was saying something. I was going crazy
Yeah, I
on that
need-
one stream.
I need to build the same door bridge you built.
Color-coded.
Yeah. I'm not doing color coded.
Oh, wow. So now I'm ahead of you, because you used to be ahead of me when I got demotivated randomly in February of 2024. And then you had time to catch up, but nope. I caught up to you.
Are you still working on it?
No, it's out. I have to make a video talking about it. The thing is, I don't really like editing, and I already got stuck editing. I'm so demotivated to edit. That's why I said, oh, I'm going back to my old style of content. Oh, my goodness. Like I don't feel like editing today. I had a tough day, so I'm streaming. I mean, that's good for you guys. I'm getting stream stuff done. I do need to stream. But I seriously need to edit. It's a big hour and 40-minute video. I need to edit that. And then I need to, edit the Bluewood Area Door Bridge. And I need to push myself hard to do that before stock-up season.
So wait, you finished the door bridge?
Oh, it's been finished since July of 2024, a couple months ago.
Should I retry to
Base
should I
taking
retry
so
to
long
beat
to load.
doors?
My God, I think something's
I almost beat
Echo,
it.
there's Echo.
Oh yeah.
Someone's
I,
Echo.
I remember you did
JB,
a
have
live
you beaten Doors
stream,
4 2
and
yet?
it was like almost done, or I think it was done.
Yeah. So, question to Supernova: What caused you to be so dedicated to my channel and dedicated to speaking in a stream?
Basically, you are the only LT2 YouTuber I know of who streams often and actually makes good and relatable content.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be completely
True,
honest.
true.
So then, so then, how does my content relate to you? Like, what parts of it? Just like everything in general of what I talk about?
Yeah, basically, kind of like the stuff that you talk about. It mostly depends, but
Yeah.
So
Like,
you might
I
have
don't
a-
think you're gonna sit and relate to a video called 1 hour then go by quickly. Actually, no, you would relate to that one. Hold on, let me think of a stupid example. Let's take a look.
oh crap! I should not have
you
unloaded,
wouldn't.
bro. I am stupid.
I am sure that you would definitely not relate to one called My Future Plans for My Major Channel Projects, because you don't own dragmotoxboss. So not that one, but the other one,
No,
sure.
but I own Supernova Memer. Also, I'm stupid. I unloaded while the studs were on your base. I hate myself now.
That's the second time you did that. Goodness gracious.
Actually, it might be the third.
No, I think it's the second. Gotta try and get that imprinted into your brain better.
I told you I'm autistic.
You never told me that, unless you did. In
No,
message.
I'm not actually autistic. It's just what people say, so I just have it like ingrained in my brain at this point.
Oh, okay.
No, I got one miss.
Boom.
This is not gonna be fun.
My editing's not gonna be fun.
I also did you see that video I sent in your general and saying high school is going certainly well?
School is going certain.
Yeah,
You're lucky
or
that
you
you're only in high
said
school.
just that I was playing.
What do you mean I'm lucky I'm only in high school?
Yeah. Oh, unless you don't plan on going to college. Some people don't go
I
to
don't-
college, and that's fine.
Oh,
I'm going to
Right now,
college.
because
It's for
honestly,
my
I'm
career.
thinking
That's
if
all.
YouTube goes well, I might or might not. I'm not 100%, but if I do, I'm gonna be an electrician.
Wait, what did you say? I'm sorry.
I said I don't know if YouTube goes well like it is going now. I might or might not go, but if I do, I'm thinking of becoming an electrician.
So you're another alternative is becoming a popular YouTuber?
Yeah, because I've always wanted to as a kid.
Don't rely on that. Don't rely on that at all.
No,
Just
I'm
don't.
not. I'll definitely get a job eventually.
That's out,
I'm
of
not
the
gonna be-
question.
I'm not-
It's out of the question.
I'm not gonna be the
You-
dude
you
that lives
could-
in his mom's basement.
Yes, exactly. I mean, you could try hard enough. Like, people are like, oh, if you try hard enough, you'll succeed. You gotta be
Yeah, but I
realistic
can't just
as
rely
well.
on YouTube the entire time.
You gotta be realistic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't be living in my mom's basement.
Hey, don't take my last piece of wood.
Okay.
Oh, no! Stick him up. This is a mug.
And
You're
then
getting mugged,
we'll
kid.
be done at this base after those pieces.
Oh shoot!
How many are left? Oh, he just cursed. That's a bad boy. Bad
No,
boy.
I said-
we
no,
must
I said-
exile him.
T, I said shoot!
Okay.
No.
No, he did not. He did not. I heard
You're
it.
not. Okay.
I heard it loud and clear.
Mighty Jesus.
No,
I timed him out for a bit.
Who?
The guy who swore.
Huh? Somebody swore?
Yeah, someone
What?
swore in VC.
Who?
Who did?
Oh.
Oh, here you go, JB. Hop on.
Was
Wait,
I?
wait, damn me what he said. I don't have a
said that-
sawmill, Mighty
He was
D's!
swearing. I
Sawmill.
can't tell you what he
I
said. Okay.
sometimes swear,
No,
but
in
not every
DMs, in
no
time.
one
DMs.
remember.
In DMs!
JB, I told you to hop on and you took the log.
Oh, I'm too distracted.
Yeah, come on.
I don't know why you got kicked. I'm trying to figure that out, Supernova. Let's take a look.
You said a bad word.
Oh.
What? Like, what's happening right now?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't time him out just for cursing once. That's only if he says a big word like the F word. Only time him out if he accidentally says it twice. Well, not time him out, but kick him from stream.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Since you were confused. I don't know. Well,
I didn't say anything.
I don't know what happened. I'm not gonna think about it. Okay. I'm not putting any accusations on you. Okay. That's all you and Asa Folsom. Okay.
I know. I didn't even do anything.
I'm running this
whatever.
stream. I don't have time to figure this out. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
I can't really play more. What?
Ooh, JB, I know what you can do while you
Great fart.
wait.
What?
JB, you can make a 3K signature over here.
Ooh, okay.
I haven't played.
Build a wall.
Yeah, I'm like,
We
I
must
think I'm gonna,
build a
like-
wall. Make America great again.
I'm gonna start stacking them.
Okay, no political references here, but that was funny.
How'd you get up
Must
there?
build the wall.
Okay, no more.
Build.
Yeah, no more references. Stop it.
My microphone
I'm
is
just
on.
showing these, and I'm gonna get 4 floors over there since I got them.
Okay. I want to focus on finishing my base first with this log. So I'll be
How many do we
Alright.
got left after this one?
I'll go and get the signature ready for you.
Oh.
How much wires do you need?
How many wires do I? 4, and it has to be the normal ones. Okay.
Alright.
Oh my god, excuse me, I'm
I'm not
so
supposed
sorry.
to join you.
Thanks, so JB. That means I'm gonna have your 1K, 2K, and 3K.
Yeah.
I'm not clicking on YouTube videos.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep
This
collecting them.
dang thing.
This is gonna be my wall of fame.
Should I boost the server?
No, it's this room.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. So random. Dallas and the Bone popped in. Hey, how's it going?
What is it?
Alright, bro. I'm about to boost the server.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
Music can join.
This is my last boost, so.
Thank you very
What's
much. I
the
appreciate your
what's it
boost.
at?
I appreciate your support over the years. But you've been supporting this channel for a little over 2 years. I appreciate it. Get ready for stock up season, okay? You better get ready for
I
stock up season.
actually will participate this year.
No, you need to participate. What are you talking about? How dare you not participate? You need to participate right now.
I said will. Damn.
Oh, you will? Oh,
Yeah.
good. Oh, that's great. All right, you better stock up 50 truckloads this year then, okay?
JB, how do I,
I will,
join
JB.
you?
Dude,
Oh,
I only get
but-
one per year.
Oh.
I will
Yeah.
stock up
Wherever
100.
I join you from.
I'll probably
My
get a couple
days!
of truckloads each. So don't-
No, you need to do more than that, Dallas and the Bone. Why are you only doing a couple each?
Dude, I got like 7 presents last year. That's not.
Why'd you only get 7? You need to take them more seriously.
You need way more than 7, Mike.
You need way more than 7. You're not taking advantage of your opportunities. You're losing out on a lot of money, and also it's fun. It's fun to have the little stock up seed items on your base. How dare you? Ah,
What are you yelling about?
Gojo! Gojo, you're here too.
I-
It's nice to see you.
Bro.
Gojo
Gojo's here?
Chad.
I just go on my Twitch page and eventually I see
Alright,
JB
I
yelling.
guys, I
about
gotta go.
stock up
This is
season
time
to
for me to
all
go
I
to bed.
can
I
find
just
out
want to say
something
hi and
else.
boost the server.
So I join the call, expecting something to go down while I join the call at this point.
Expecting something to go down. What were you saying, Dallas the Bone? Gojo was speaking.
Yeah, I just wanted to say hi before I go to bed, but I just boosted the server, so please
Alright, good
boost her
night.
roll.
Oh,
Please
booster-
boost her roll, please.
No, it gives it automatically.
That does it?
Yeah.
I can't tell, but I'm just gonna take your word for it.
Okay.
Alright. Good night, guys.
It's working. Can you
JB,
hear
where'd
me?
your base go?
I got done with it. I'm done with it. Oh, look, there's the new base. You just
get
passed
big
it. Creepy
quota.
climbing creep.
Quota was failed.
Not another
We
one.
lost. the
Yeah, we gotta
quota.
do this one and one more. And then that'll be all the all the bases on Creepy Climbing Creep, send me the money. We'll be done.
But what if we lose
My
the
God, it's
quota?
Boy, hey!
I don't know if we lose the quota. That'd be bad. We
Alright.
gotta keep up the
I'll-
quota.
I'll start getting Oakwood.
Good. Thank you.
Quota must-
Hurry up.
we must-
Supernova, you better get to Oakwood too. Hurry up. Hurry up. And don't accidentally disconnect your base. It's a very bad habit.
I know.
Spooky. Abada chabada. Hoofy.
Hey, yabby dabbin.
Well, I equipped the
know
merch.
you
I
love
gotta
that
equip the
song.
merch.
All right, let's be a little generous.
And you know
Okay.
the reason.
Just a quick detour.
Roblox is being a little bit stupid.
There, that should be enough money for you.
Oh my god, I'm rich.
J-
I'm
Yes.
rich.
Save it for stock up
rich.
season. Have fun.
If I ever use this base, I use this base
JB.
like 2
Well
times a month.
then you know I could be a help. Transfer your funds to the base that you'll use.
I have max money on my other base. I'm giving most of the money away on Apton server.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, I still wanted to send you my.
JB, you want to know something funny that happened at my school last week?
What?
Some girl in my class, she snitched on some boy,
Oh!
and the boy called
That's
her a
crazy,
D1
snitches.
snitch.
That's so random.
Snitches get stitches and they end up in ditches. And they don't get any. I think you know what I mean.
Yeah, pick.
Yeah,
Anyways.
it's funny
Maple
though,
Alex.
how she got called D1 snitch.
That
JB
is
has
it.
another pet tree.
I
Bottom
need a stream earlier because all these legendary people are popping in.
Yeah. I don't know.
Wait,
Can you hear me, JB?
I could. Hello.
It's totally remote.
There's a lot going on.
I swear I
There's a
swear I
lot of
thought I heard
talking.
someone talk and they sounded like Ace.
Someone sounded like somebody
I might be-
else. For a moment, I'm
I
like,
might
wait
be
a minute,
losing it.
what's he doing in here? You know what I mean?
Speaking of someone else, speaking of somewhere else, I bet someone's gonna miss the eye.
Awesome. I will enjoy seeing you wax your legs.
Bottom
Oh,
of the
Ace
pit.
of Spades, not awesome.
What?
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's Ace of Spades.
I will enjoy.
Ace of wholesome.
Ace, my bad. My fault. My bad.
I'm not gonna be the one
Awesome,
waxing my legs.
awesome spades. Ace of Folsom.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta do that. When it's Ace of Spades, we gotta change your names around.
Check live VC
Awesome
chat.
Spades, Ace of Folsom.
JB Cones
not
in the Roblox chat, he said my wood is trying to
My
run
tree.
away, and I said it grew
Alright,
legs
there's no-
question
We're
mark.
going here.
JB Tree.
I do not want to. I do not.
No,
wanna
it's
tell
Creepy
that
Clowny
secret
Creeps
yet.
tree.
I do not want to tell that secret yet. No, I'm not. No. Not with Umber trying to
Right
yet.
there.
Right, it's
Not-
creepy
I-
clowny
I-
creeps tree. My
I
fault.
still don't
Creepy
get the
Clowny
name.
Creeps Tree. Well, I just came up with it randomly. It's like tongue twister. All the words start with C, so I'm like, I could go with Creepy Clowny Creep.
What? Yeah.
Wait, the word creep is used twice, which is a funny part. Like, I couldn't think of anything else. I'm like, okay, how about Creepy Clowny Creep?
Oh, these birds.
So,
Oh my
the large
God.
emphasis on this person being a creep, and then apparently he's clowny, but I don't see him looking goofy at all. He just looks normal. I mean, he does look
Creepy
kind of like a
clowny.
clown with the hat in his hair, but not like a traditional clown.
Creepy
Keep the
candy
oak population down,
clown.
if you know what I'm saying.
What?
Gotta
I'm
keep
dead.
the population down. You know what Finner's Binner said? Gotta keep the spook
I'm so
population down.
Why are you randomly... Finders Benders is someone that I'm directly competing with in subscribers right now. Because he's pretty
Finner's
cool.
Binner's is goated.
I think he beat me again. Let's take a look.
I think he did.
When it was
Let me find out
when
myself.
When
Ain't no way.
Spookwood was spawning last year,
I'm
I
excited to see if he
searched
gets
so-
another Sinister this year.
Finders Benders beat me. He is up by like 20 something subscribers. I gotta
you gotta
retake that
pass
spot.
him.
Yeah,
But
I passed him
yeah.
already, and then now he just repassed me because like
There we go.
my content's not taking off, but I don't
you-
care. I still do my content. His spook stuff is taking off. I don't like spook stuff. I'm not gonna upload spook stuff. I know it could get me subscribers, but I'm not doing something I'm not gonna. You know what? I might try it out. You never know. Who knows?
Yeah, you should try it
just
out.
Said you would.
Like
Oh.
like a good thing to try out is Blue Spruce.
Guys, I think JB might be.
Who wants
I
bipolar.
can give you
Who
visit
wants
for
it?
him, sure.
Yeah, he might be,
Blues-
but we don't talk about that. It only makes it worse.
Poor? What do you mean poor?
Are you
No, I said
bipolar?
Bipolar.
JB, are you creepy?
Bipolar.
Oh,
No,
really?
I'm
No, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that,
Which one are
guys.
you
We don't
guys?
talk about that.
Wait, what don't we talk about?
Nothing.
Can you hear them?
Nothing. Nothing.
Send it to me.
We don't
Send
talk
me
about
a DM.
anything. Okay.
James sent his damage to you.
No, you look like a
JB,
liar.
last year I looked for a Spookwood. I couldn't find one tree.
That's a shame. You should ask Games
I
for
literally
help.
Yeah, I literally took the spook base that I built. It was literally a tutorial that he made.
Yeah. Do you see what I'm doing right now? Oh wait. Oh, not spook. I'm doing a tutorial for a stock up season base. I'm trying out his method. That's what I'm doing. Right now. Yeah.
I sent you a DM of what we were saying.
Okay.
Is his method
Ow.
like yours?
My nose hurts so badly.
Yo, who is breathing?
Oh yeah,
in
that
the
makes sense.
mic?
That makes sense. That's talking about an illness. Yeah.
Bro, someone's breathing.
I know it's a
really
joke, but
loudly
there's
in
a
the
lot of
mic.
influential. There's a lot of people who are easily influenced watching this stuff. Okay,
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
it's okay. So you just gotta be extra careful.
Oh, okay.
I block you. You come with me.
No, Red Wolf, stop! Red Wolf, no! How dare you?
You're coming with me.
I don't like you.
Oh,
Get away from me.
God.
Let me drive you back to it. There you go.
Uh-oh,
Get him out of there.
my character's stuck.
No.
Oh, JB, what have you done? What have you done, Klez?
I made myself stuck.
I blame Class. I blame Red Wolf. Red Wolf!
What have you done, Red Bull?
Hey, yo, why are you doing that? Get out of here. I'm lucky with my axe.
What's going
Come
on?
here. Get hit by my axe.
Alright, I already have 5 batteries.
Nah, bro, I'm gonna find a way to block this. I'm gonna find a way to block this.
Hello.
I'm
Nameless
gonna
player.
find a way.
Saying hi to Cone.
Blueprint glitch. Here, press T. With
You gotta go eat. You'll be back. Thank you, Morgan. I appreciate it for saying you'll come back. I might not be streaming when you come back. Who knows? It depends.
He still got in.
You will be stuck.
Well,
Fucking
it
get
looks
it.
like I gotta leave and rejoin. Hold on, I'll be back.
If I can get it to.
Blueprint glitch.
If anybody takes up my spot, tell them to get out of there.
There we go. No, it's not stuck yet.
I will scream the word blood in chat until they leave.
Bloodshed.
No, not bloodshed. It's just blood. That's what one of my friends did when I couldn't get in his server.
What are the worst things ever?
Blood, 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 blood.
What? I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Good. You
There's
me
not
too.
a
I'm gonna
flashlight.
get this thing to get stuck.
Is that? I have 5 batteries.
Alright, I wanna get. Let me.
You literally just got out. You literally had just gotten out and then you got back in. What have you done?
That works.
What have you done?
That works.
Red Bull, what have you
No. Wait, no, you can't get in. You can't. Can you get? No. No.
What have you done? Here, block, block, block. Get in front of me.
You guys-
Block him.
No, you guys are fooling around again.
Get in
No.
front of me.
I hate when this happens.
Wait, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, no, let me fix it. Let me fix it.
No.
Okay, I'm back.
Here we go.
Oh,
It's fixed.
come
It's
on.
fixed. It's fixed.
Oh, it's
fixed.
Creepy Climbing Creep's tree. It's gone.
You can get in now. There we go. Let me fix
What is
it.
happening?
Is that Charlie 10?
There we go.
Oh my goodness. Charlie 10. Charlie 10, you better get ready for stock up season, okay?
Super.
Hey,
Super. You
what's
want some?
that
You want some
noise?
free?
Give me a
Want some
noise.
free? Want some free?
Charlie
boosters?
Charlie 10, are you ready for the thing that's gonna happen in 15
I got
minutes?
tons of it. I got way too
What's
much.
gonna happen in 15 minutes?
Oh, something national.
Yes.
Stop it.
What's
Stop
that?
it, Supernova.
No,
Don't
what's
do
that?
that, please. Don't do that.
Okay, my bad.
Something national. Something national.
Oh,
Great debate.
oh my god. Oh my. Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh my goodness.
What happened to my screen? Did I crash again?
Wait, what'd you do?
Why are you keep on crashing?
I don't know.
JB is not
I
doing
almost
okay.
died from A60.
It's
No,
Windows
Mark.
Minecraft. Or no, Windows Roblox. Yeah, totally.
No more
Minecraft.
crashing.
Okay, I almost died from
You should play
A60.
Minecraft.
A60. Doors? Doors A60 or something else?
Well, I gotta.
Wait,
Hey,
wait, when are we gonna play Doors?
We should play
Charlie.
Doors. Doors 4-2?
Yeah, wait.
Who beat it? Who has beat it? Who beat it? Who beat it?
Yo, Charlie.
I've gotten to door 25,
Yeah.
I think.
Door 25.
But no, that's not. I'm not talking about A60.
Flight Simulator
I'm talking about A60 in pressure.
oh,
pressure.
pressure. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pressure.
I don't
How, where is that?
understand
How,
the
where's
hype.
pressure?
I don't understand the hype on pressure.
No, there's a vent right here.
Pressure is like, decent.
Pressure's garbage.
This is one.
Alright,
weakness,
Maple
this
Alex,
weird
I'm
leap
hopping
up
on
in the
Flight
game.
Simulator.
Doors, so I'm not a pressure
I-
guy.
Fired up my
Yeah.
new gaming setup. Very fun.
Do I really have to get out of my bed?
Where's
I got
Supernova?
three
I'm gonna give him
monitors
some
plus
free
a
blue
TV.
spruce.
Imagine seeing the description that it said is a D-side version
Hey,
of the
what are you
first
doing with that blue spruce, buddy?
Yours. You want it?
Sure, I guess. Just go ahead
Oh,
and put it
it's a
like
giant
Two pet
room.
trees.
Let me give you a appearance.
Pet
real quick.
trees. What do you mean pet trees?
Hang on. Hang on.
No, it's not swallow again.
Everybody go subscribe to JB dragmotoxboss for millions of IQ. If we get to 8,000 subscribers by the end of the year, Ace of Spades himself will wax his legs and he'll shave all his hair off.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds very painful.
So everybody, get your friends to subscribe. Does that make you want to get your friends to subscribe? Everybody, come on. Everybody in BC, get somebody to subscribe. We need to see Ace of Spades wax his legs and shave his head. Look, I have another pet tree.
Subscribe right now.
No,
Mickey
his
Clown.
hair.
What kind of forest was that? I don't know that.
Maybe
Am I allowed to
let
come
me
in?
on your
That actually
plot.
hurt though.
Let me see if I can go in. Yeah, okay, I can go in.
That
Why
voice
is
hurt.
that
And I
cone
need to
sunk
keep
into the
watching it.
character?
Oh!
I do not know.
Okay, well, I'm going to take this truck. Bye-bye.
JB, why are you so laggy?
Well
Why am
then.
I laggy? I don't know.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm.
Why am I lagging?
Baby.
Plus unload, bro. You gotta unload, bro. The server lag.
Yeah, who is the big base?
That's Clus.
Get
My
out of
base
here,
is
Red
not even
Wolf.
that big.
Unload. Whoever's
My
not
base
helping
is
me
not
unload,
that
it's too much
big.
lag. Sorry.
My base is data size 5.
It don't matter. Oh, that's pretty big. You gotta get rid of that. That's pretty
Oh,
big.
how about okay? I'll load my size 10. Then.
No! That's even
I
worse.
have a size 7.
No.
If you don't, okay, if you,
Yeah, let me
if you
unload,
don't,
let me
generally,
unload.
if you don't have a base that
No!
doesn't have it, that's
No!
too big, just create a new base.
Not my lights, not my neon lights. Oh no!
Wow.
I spent so much time because I had a hacker fleeing my that one thing, and it took
Oh,
me
I'm sorry to hear
forever to get that,
Sigma.
and then it took me forever to get them all back because I don't want to spend all that time all over again. And then I'm gonna give away free
Hey, so
presents
no
then
one
on my
talked.
data size 2.
Lich.
Tree.
I'm gonna give away tons of free gifts because I do not play this game as much. Oh, should I tell you my secret? Should I tell you a secret? Should I tell a secret?
Sure.
Hacks.
If you
I
like.
should,
But
I
remember,
should,
remember, I'm
okay.
live streaming to a bunch of people.
Yeah, I know, but okay,
Where's the
it's one of my
wood?
saves. It's one of my saves. Okay, I need to get out of this little thingy.
I'm very
It's one
mildly
of my saves that I did in the past.
Bro, it's still
You
so
you won't get
laggy.
mad at me, right? You won't get mad at me. You won't get mad at me.
I don't think I will. No, I got worse stuff going on. What's up?
Let me just load it in real quick. Size 6? No, not size 6. Size 2? No, not size 2. Size 1? Is it size 4? Yes. No, it's not size 4. That's
Dude, how is it only? It's only 9 o'clock. What?
Of course, sir.
I know, right?
Six.
It's crazy.
We have 10 more minutes until the great debate.
The way you said it. The way you said it.
Hey,
The way you said it's just great.
the ping in the
The
server.
great debate.
Woo!
The ping is over
Oh,
striking at 300 right now, 400 right now. This server
check
is
my ping.
laggy.
What about my ping? What's going on?
What is your
Is
ping?
that like
Awesome,
zero?
Fulso, I'm gonna
that's-
DM you. I'm gonna DM you.
Okay,
Okay.
I found the save.
I
Let me just load it
I
up.
I have 150 ping. I got 150 ping.
I got 0 ping.
Just
How
don't
do you
mind like
have
the
so
crazy
many
lag.
pings?
Don't mind the crazy lag. You know.
Bam, bam.
This is that.
Wow.
This is data size? I don't
Wow.
remember.
Stop.
I'm just directly
Loading.
connected to my
Someone
router.
just actually
Like, do not mind the
a
base.
lock
Where's my other
on-
truck?
What the heck?
Oh, there it is.
Go through my sawmill.
Oops.
Hello,
Hello, Archie Gaming. You finally woke up the right time for
Lord.
these streams. It's nice to see you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you. It's nice to see you,
Don't
Archie
mind it.
Gaming.
Don't-
Very
don't
nice
mind
to
the
see you.
save. Wait. No.
Remember, you have millions like you since you subscribed to Jimmy Drag Motocross Bus.
Oh, wait, I have to go this way.
That's
Oh.
it. Okay.
Ah!
Let me see if I can pick you up real quick.
I'm gonna see if I can.
When JB comes back, he's gonna see the secret that I just loaded in.
Guys, I have an announcement to make. We're gonna watch the debate on the live stream.
Okay, who okay, let me just give everyone terms. Let me just give everyone
Debate on
terms.
live streams.
We're gonna watch the debate on
The
live stream.
presidential debate.
Yes,
not
but we're
the
not allowed
debate.
to. We're not allowed to give any opinions. This is an
There
opinionless
you go.
channel, okay? This is
Everyone has
opinionless
terms.
channel,
We're
but
not
we're gonna
putting
watch it
one-
all
we're
together,
not putting
okay? We're gonna get invested in what the people say.
Stop it. Get the wood off the bait.
No, don't give me any more wood. I already
No,
have too
stop
much.
giving me
Please, please,
wood.
please, no, stop. Stop.
But
what
this
are
is
you
my
doing?
secret, JB.
What?
What is bro
I've
doing?
been
This is not where
doing
the
this
wood
for a
comes
little
from. This is
while.
where the wood comes from.
Why would I get
JB.
mad at you building this?
JB, you're older than me. Where do babies come from?
No, not
No, don't ask
no,
that.
no,
Don't
no,
ask
no,
something
no,
like
no,
that.
no, no,
Don't
no.
joke like
That is
that. No,
inappropriate.
no, no.
I
Stop
spent-
that.
Sorry.
Never
Sorry.
mind.
Sorry, my bad.
I spent $100
I
million
think Supernova
on
should
some of
get
these
time
trucks.
out now. He's done it.
Okay, no,
too much
I'm
stuff.
done. I'm seriously, I'm done. I'm sorry.
We're about to watch the presidential debate, so I'll let him slide. He got a little lucky, and he's new.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't know.
done.
Give me your Charlie.
Are you watching it right now?
Say goodbye.
Oh, we're gonna watch it when it pops up. What were you talking about, Supernova? What did you do that I'm gonna get mad at you for? I don't understand.
Oh,
talking about someone else?
Wait.
Who's swearing?
Honestly, I completely forgot.
You're swearing first, and then he asked.
No, that's
for-
not what I'm talking about. He's talking
Other
about
one.
something in LT2. I don't know.
Oh,
This would be
Honestly,
a
I forgot
special
what I was
event.
talking
We're gonna watch the presidential debates.
Special event.
Special team.
Special
Right.
events. This would be a big event. I might have to turn the live stream VC to
Hey,
max unlimited, but then just make it so that people can't speak, or at least mute everybody.
Wait.
Okay.
No,
I
don't
think
mute
I
me.
got enough wood.
Okay.
This will be great. I'm excited for this. Okay.
I said.
Yo, JB, I made it to door 100 indoors. I mean pressure.
Good.
Pressure.
Good.
Who?
I'm gonna head out now.
What
Bye.
about door?
No, you gotta stay here for the watch the debate.
I'll be right back. Probably.
Okay.
JB, I'm
Okay. Hurry up.
Today's my birthday.
Today's your birthday. Happy birthday, Charlie 10. It's a grand celebration. Hey. Happy birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to Charlie 10 right now. Everybody hush up and say happy birthday to Charlie 10 right now, okay?
You already said it.
Happy birthday to you.
That could be copyright. You gotta hush up on that.
Happy birthday.
Manady, stop it. That could be copyright. That could be copyright. I'm
Need
being,
more.
I'm being dang
More.
serious. Yeah,
This is
I know it's
present.
weird. I know it's
Well,
weird.
happy birthday.
So why
Yeah.
am I driving
Let me look
backwards?
it up.
Why is my truck doing that? Why?
Get on a flight.
Everybody
Yeah,
in
it's
BC.
not copyright.
I demand everybody in BC to say happy birthday to Charlie 10. Everybody. Everybody.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Charlie.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Charlie
Where's
10.
Charlie
There we
It's not
go.
copyrighted, JB. I just looked it up.
Birthday
Oh, you wanna know
present.
what that means?
Birthday present.
What?
Happy
Oh, no.
birthday
To you.
Load up your
Happy
baby.
birthday
to you.
Happy birthday, dear Charlie
10,000.
No.
Happy birthday to you. Very
Many
good.
more. And many more.
Yay!
Hooray!
Need more
Happy
Alright.
birthday.
Load up your base, Charlie. This is your gift.
Yeah.
Your birthday is on the 10th, by the way, and that matches your number.
Alright, there we go.
Oh,
Exactly.
dang.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, that's
There we go.
coincidence.
Baby, are you mad at me? I used to dupe all the time.
No. I don't care.
Oh,
I don't care.
Why did JB leave?
Oh, because we're gonna get ready to watch the presidential debate.
And,
But I waited
Charlie,
50
turning it-
years to
load up
get
your
you
base.
his foot,
I
JB.
play Flight
And
Simulator.
you leave on
Yeah.
me.
I was
Oh
done
my
with
God.
getting all this
Evil
wood.
Maple Alex is here. That's
Don't worry,
actually
Maple
scary.
Alex.
I've
Stop
waited
playing
50
Flight
years just to
Simulator.
give you this wood. And for you to leave
I need
me.
to find a good YouTube channel. We're gonna watch it off of a different YouTube channel. We're gonna stream it off of a different stream. Okay.
Invite me, have
Okay, here we go.
And put on an
I don't
entire
want this
act just
stuff.
for you to leave and for it to not work.
I don't know.
Okay.
I was
Hold
literally gonna come up to you and say, JB, is
Maple
that
Alex,
you in
let's
an
go
old
into a
man
different-
Okay,
voice? and
everybody,
say,
let's prepare everybody. Everybody hush up, okay? Everybody mute yourselves, okay? We're getting ready for the presidential debate. Let's see.
Kamala versus Trump, right?
Yes. Well, how do you not know?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm not very political.
No, that's fair. We know, seriously, how do you not know it's Kamala versus Trump? Seriously, that's a big...
I just said it was.
It's been heated this whole year.
Yes, it has.
Hopefully they talk about the
Actually,
AI
I'm very interested.
propaganda,
Kinda
or
wanna
not
watch this.
propaganda,
No.
AI crowd posters.
No,
But
we
I'm
don't talk about
14.
dramas. I heard about everything. We don't talk about that stuff though.
Guys, I have to be indifferent because I have to concentrate in this part that I'm on.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. What you got? You got
God
loaded?
damn.
Maple Alex, going to a different VC.
Everybody,
Alexa, play Forever
Lost my
Young.
state.
No. Stop it. No. Stop it.
I'm gonna threaten people with a
Stop
demon
it.
ball.
Kate, hello. Get ready for the presidential debate. Hey.
Guess who?
Alexa,
Yes,
turn down
you're
my
here,
3.
and you're here for the presidential debate. Get ready. We're gonna watch the presidential debate live on stream. Everybody
Alexa,
get ready. Everybody
turn up
get
my
prepared.
3.
Everybody get ready. We're gonna. Oh wait, I got a screenshot.
Alexa, turn down my 1.
I really don't know what's happening.
Somewhat ready.
Presidential debate. Watch it. It's here.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Is it like voting right now? Is it like a weird
No, we're not voting right now. How do you not know that either? It's November 5th. It's November 5th.
It's September 10th. What do you mean?
No, the voting is November 5th. That's when the voting happens. How do you not know that?
Because I'm 14, JB. I don't worry about elections.
I don't.
Yo, I can't hear the audio for the.
I know. Okay, can you hear it now? Can you hear it now?
During this debate, she said it's
No.
time to turn the page on divisiveness and chart a new path
it's time to
forward.
turn the
Well,
page.
one thing we'll be watching, Nora.
Closed captions. Oh, there's no closed captions.
Hold on.
Wow, no closed
hold
captions.
on. I'm working on it. Working on it. Don't worry. Working on it.
JB, who you gonna vote for?
Oh, I'm not saying that. I can't say that.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Whoa, that's crazy. It's okay though. Can you hear it now? How about
24/7.
Can you hear it?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Watch
No.
it on my live stream then. Watch it on my live stream then. Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure he
Here,
knows.
let me deafen.
You're not streaming
sure
it on
Stefan
your
knows.
stream.
I know. I will. Don't worry.
Okay.
What happens if I open a
Alright,
demon box?
JB, I guess tomorrow I can give you all this oakwood I got.
All right.
JB, your screen's not showing up on stream.
No, now it is. Now it is. Don't
Is that scary?
Does that make sense?
Okay.
What does that mean? Did any of that make sense? What's your response?
It's just slightly delayed.
I don't know what these
It's
people.
time for the
There you go.
CBS News Original 60 Minutes.
Actually,
Sunday
I'm gonna pull it up on my
CBS
phone
and
so
streaming
it's
on
even
Paramount
better.
All right, everyone, be quiet, please. Be quiet.
in our
Alright, I'll go on
New
mute.
York City is receiving record numbers of migrants.
Today, we're going to have more than 500 adults and children come through that door.
Tensions rise as shelters reach max capacity.
We don't have to take care of them.
CBS Reports goes inside a crisis cities and families are facing as they fight to survive.
The United States still has that glimmer of hope for people to come here.
Fighting for a future. Now streaming on the free CBS News app.
This case.
It's like a screenplay, something straight out of Hollywood.
But it's not fiction. It's 48 hours.
Human remains found this week.
4 families shattered.
There's no physical evidence.
The mystery would haunt investigators for years.
There's some questions that have to be asked and need to be answered.
Like a John Grisham novel.
A gripping true crime original. 48 hours. Now streaming on the free CBS News app.
This is CBS.
Ow.
Our campaign, this campaign, is a fight for the future.
And we will make America great again.
This is a CBS News special, America Decides.
I feel like
the
I'm watching
presidential
from
debate.
class.
Now reporting, Nora O'Donnell.
Good evening. We are just moments away from one of
That's
the
what I
most
just said.
anticipated events of this presidential campaign. Tonight, Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump
Bruh,
face off in their
that's what
first
I just
and
said.
potentially only debate. Both will be looking to share their visions for the future of the country. Our CBS News team, the best political minds in the business, will be back after the debate for analysis and for fact-checking. Now, we head to Philadelphia for the presidential debate, which tonight will be hosted by ABC. Let's listen.
David Muir and Lindsay Davis.
Good evening, I'm David Muir, and thank you for joining us for tonight's ABC News presidential debate. We want to welcome viewers watching on ABC and around the world tonight. Vice President Kamala Harris and President Donald Trump are just moments away from taking the stage in this unprecedented race for president.
And I'm Lindsay Davis. Tonight's meeting could be the most consequential event of their campaigns, with Election Day now less than 2 months away. For Vice President Kamala Harris, this is her first debate since President Biden withdrew from the race on July 21st. Of course, that decision followed his debate against President Donald Trump in June. Since then, this race has taken on an entirely new dynamic.
And that brings us to the rules of tonight's debate. 90 minutes with 2 commercial breaks. No topics or questions have been shared with the campaigns. The candidates will have 2 minutes to answer questions, and this is the clock. That's what they'll be seeing. 2 minutes for rebuttals, and 1 minute for follow-ups, clarifications, or responses. Their microphones will only be turned on when it's their turn to speak. No pre-written notes allowed. There is no audience here tonight in this hall at the National Constitution Center. This is an intimate setting for 2 candidates who have never met.
President Trump won the coin toss. He chose to deliver the final closing statement of the evening. Vice President Harris selected the podium to the right.
I can't hear.
So let's now welcome the candidates to the stage. Vice President Kamala Harris and President Donald Trump.
Watch my stream. Watch my stream.
Let's see.
Oh, they both walk in at the same time.
Kamala Harris. Let's have a good debate.
Have fun.
Thank you.
You can tell they have major beef just by the handshake and the walk.
Good evening. We are looking forward to a spirited and
wait a minute.
So let's get
Donald
started.
Trump's always on
I
the
want to
left
begin
side.
tonight with the issue that
classic.
voters repeatedly say is their number one issue, and that
all
is
right,
the
be quiet.
economy and the cost of living in this country. Vice President Harris, you and President Trump were elected 4 years ago, and your opponent on the stage here tonight often asks his supporters, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? When it comes to the economy, do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago?
So I was raised as a middle-class kid, and I am actually the only person on this stage who has a plan that is about lifting up the middle class and working people of America. I believe in the ambition, the aspirations, the dreams of the American people. And that is why I imagine and have actually a plan to build what I call an opportunity economy. Because here's the thing. We know that we have a shortage of homes and housing, and the cost of housing is too expensive for far too many people. We know that young families need support to raise their children, and I intend on extending a tax cut for those families of $6,000, which is the largest child tax credit that we have given in a long time, so that those young families can afford to buy a crib, buy a car seat, buy clothes for their children. My passion, one of them, is small businesses. My mother raised my sister and me, but there was a woman who helped raise us. We call her our second mother. She was a small business owner. I love our small businesses. My plan is to give a $50,000 tax deduction to start up small businesses, knowing they are part of the backbone of America's economy. My opponent, on the other hand, his plan is to do what he has done before, which is to provide a tax cut for billionaires and big corporations, which will result in $5 trillion to America's deficit. My opponent has a plan that I call the Trump's sales tax, which would be a 20% tax on everyday goods that you rely on to get through the month. Economists have said that Trump sales tax would actually result for middle-class families in about $4,000 more a year, because of his policies and his ideas about what should be the backs of middle-class people paying for tax cuts for billionaires.
President Trump, I'll give you 2 minutes.
First of all, I have no sales tax. That's an incorrect statement. She knows that. We're doing tariffs on other countries. Other countries are going to finally, after 75 years, pay us back for all that we've done for the world. And the tariff will be substantial in some cases. I took in billions and billions of dollars, as you know, from China. In fact, they never took the tariff off because there was so much money they can't. It would totally destroy everything that they've set out to do. They're taking in billions of dollars from China and other places. They've left the tariffs on. When I had it, I had tariffs, and yet I had no inflation. Look, we've had a terrible economy because inflation has, which is really known as a country buster. It breaks up countries. We have inflation like very few people have ever seen before, probably the worst in our nation's history. We were at 21%, but that's being generous because many things are 50, 60, 70, and 80% higher than they were just a few years ago. This has been a disaster for people, for the middle class, but for every class.
Quiet.
On top of that, we have millions of people pouring into our country from prisons and jails, from mental institutions and insane asylums, and they're coming in and they're taking jobs that are occupied right now by African Americans and Hispanics, and also unions. Unions are going to be affected very soon. And you see what's happening. You see what's happening with towns throughout the United States. You look at Springfield, Ohio. You look at Aurora in Colorado. They are taking over the towns. They're taking over buildings. They're going in violently. These are the people that Xi and Biden led into our country, and they're destroying our country. They're dangerous. They're at the highest level of criminality, and we have to get them out. We have to get them out fast. I created one of the greatest economies in the history of our country. I'll do it again and even better.
We are going to get to immigration and border security during this debate, but I would like to let Vice President Harris respond on the economy here.
Well, I would love to. Let's talk about what Donald Trump left us. Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. Donald Trump left us the worst public health epidemic in a century. Donald Trump left us the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War. And what we have done is clean up Donald Trump's mess. What we have done and what I intend to do is build on what we know are the aspirations and the hopes of the American people. But I'm going to tell you all in this debate tonight, you're going to hear from the same old tired playbook, a bunch of lies, grievances, and name-calling. What you're going to hear tonight is a detailed and dangerous plan called Project 2025 that the former president intends on implementing if he were elected again. I believe very strongly that the American people want a president who understands the importance of bringing us together, knowing we have so much more in common than what separates us, and I pledge to you to be a president for all Americans.
President Trump will give you a minute here to respond.
Number one, I have nothing to do, as you know, and as she knows better than anyone, I have nothing to do with Project 2025. That's out there. I haven't read it. I don't want to read it purposely. I'm not going to read it. This was a group of people that got together. They came up with some ideas, I guess some good, some bad, but it makes no difference. I have nothing to do. Everybody knows I'm an open book. Everybody knows what I'm going to do. Cut taxes very substantially and create a great economy like I did before. We had the greatest economy. We got hit with a pandemic, and the pandemic was not since 1917, where 100 million people died, has there been anything like it. We did a phenomenal job with the pandemic. We handed them over a country where the economy and where the stock market was higher than it was before the pandemic came in. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. We made ventilators for the entire world. We got gowns, we got masks, we did things that nobody thought possible. And people give me credit for rebuilding the military. They give me credit for a lot of things, but not enough credit for the great job we did with the pandemic. But the only jobs they got were bounce back jobs. These were jobs bounced back, and it bounced back and it went to their benefit. But I was the one that created them. They know it, and so does everybody else.
Vice President Harris, I'll let you respond.
So Donald Trump has no plan for you. And when you look at his economic plan, it's all about tax breaks for the richest people. I am offering what I describe as an opportunity economy, and the best economists in our country, if not the world, have reviewed our relative plans for the future of America. What Goldman Sachs has said is that Donald Trump's plan would make the economy worse. Mine would strengthen the economy. What the Wharton School has said is Donald Trump's plan would actually explode the deficit. 16 Nobel laureates have described his economic plan as something that would increase inflation and by the middle of next year would invite a recession. You just have to look at where we are and where we stand on the issues. And I'd invite you to know that Donald Trump actually has no plan for you because he is more interested in defending himself than he is in looking out for you.
That's just a soundbite. They gave her that to say. Look, I went to the Wharton School of Finance, and many of those professors, the top professors, think my plan is a brilliant plan. It's a great plan. It's a plan that's going to bring up our worth, our value as a country. It's going to make people want to be able to go and work and create jobs and create a lot of good, solid money for our country. And just to finish off, she doesn't have a plan. She copied Biden's plan, and it's like 4 sentences, like run, spot, run. 4 sentences that are just, oh, we'll try and lower taxes. She doesn't have a plan. Take a look at her plan. She doesn't have a plan.
Mr. President, I do want to drill down on something you both brought up. The Vice President brought up your tariffs. You responded, and let's drill down on this, because your plan is what she calls is essentially a national sales tax. Your proposal calls for tariffs, as you pointed out here, on foreign imports across the board. You recently said that you might double your plan, imposing tariffs up to 20% on goods coming into this country. As you know, many economists say that with tariffs at that level, costs are then passed on to the consumer. Vice President Harris has argued it'll mean higher prices on gas, food, clothing, medication, arguing it costs the typical family nearly $4,000 a year. Do you believe Americans can afford higher prices because of tariffs?
They're not going to have higher prices. What's going to have, and who's going to have higher prices, is China and all of the countries that have been ripping us off for years. I was the only president ever. China was paying us hundreds of billions of dollars, and so were other countries. And, you know, if she doesn't like them, they should have gone out and they should have immediately cut the tariffs. But those tariffs are there 3.5 years now under their administration. We are going to take in billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars. I had no inflation, virtually no inflation. They had the highest inflation perhaps in the history of our country, because I've never seen a worse period of time. People can't go out and buy cereal or bacon or eggs or anything else. The people of our country are absolutely dying with what they've done. They've destroyed the economy. And all you have to do is look at a poll. The polls say 80 and 85 and even 90% that the Trump economy was great, that their economy was terrible.
Vice President Harris, I do want to ask for your response. And you heard what the president said there, because the Biden administration did keep a number of the Trump tariffs in place. So how do you respond?
Well, let's be clear that the Trump administration resulted in a trade deficit, one of the highest we've ever seen in the history of America. He invited trade wars. You want to talk about his deal with China? What he ended up doing is, under Donald Trump's presidency, he ended up selling American chips to China to help them improve and modernize their military, basically sold us out, when a policy about China should be in making sure the United States of America wins the competition for the 21st century, which means focusing on the details of what that requires, focusing on relationships with our allies, focusing on investing in American-based technology so that we win the race on AI, on quantum computing, focusing on what we need to do to support America's workforce so that we don't end up having on the short end of the stick in terms of workers' rights. But what Donald Trump did, let's talk about this, with COVID, is he actually thanked President Xi for what he did during COVID. Look at his tweet. "Thank you, President Xi," exclamation point, when we know that Xi was responsible for lacking and not giving us transparency about the origins of COVID.
President Trump, I'll let you respond.
First of all, they bought their chips from Taiwan. We hardly make chips anymore because of philosophies like they have and policies like they have. I don't say her because she has no policy. Everything that she believed 3 years ago and 4 years ago is out the window. She's going to my philosophy now. In fact, I was going to send her a MAGA hat. She's gone to my philosophy. But if she ever got elected, she'd change it. And it will be the end of our country. She's a Marxist. Everybody knows she's a Marxist. Her father's a Marxist professor in economics, and he taught her well. But when you look at what she's done to our country, and when you look at these millions and millions of people that are pouring into our country monthly, where it's, I believe, 21 million people, not the 15 that people say, and I think it's a lot higher than the 21. That's bigger than New York State pouring in. And just look at what they're doing to our country. They're criminals. Many of these people coming in are criminals. And that's bad for our economy, too. You know, you mentioned before, we'll talk about immigration later. Well, bad immigration is the worst thing that can happen to our economy. They have, and she has, destroyed our country with policy that's insane. Almost policy that you'd say they have to hate our country.
President Trump, thank you. Lindsay?
I want to turn to the issue of abortion. President Trump, you've often touted that you were able to kill Roe v. Wade. Last year, you said that you were proud to be the most pro-life president in American history. Then last month, you said that your administration would be great for women and their reproductive rights. In your home state of Florida, you surprised many with regard to your 6-week abortion ban because you initially had said that it was too short. And you said, quote, I'm going to be voting that we need more than 6 weeks. But then the very next day, you reversed course and said you would vote to support the 6-week ban. Vice President Harris says that women shouldn't trust you on the issue of abortion because you've changed your position so many times. Therefore, why should they trust you?
Well, the reason I'm doing that vote is because the plan is, as you know, the vote is, they have abortion in the 9th month. They even have, and you can look at the governor of West Virginia, the previous governor of West Virginia, not the current governor, who's doing an excellent job, but the governor before, he said the baby will be born and we will decide what to do with the baby. In other words, we'll execute the baby. And that's why I did that, because that predominates, because they're radical. The Democrats are radical in that. And her vice presidential pick, which I think was a horrible pick, by the way, for our country, because he is really out of it. But her vice presidential pick says abortion in the 9th month is absolutely fine. He also says execution after birth. It's execution, no longer abortion, because the baby is born, is okay. And that's not okay with me, hence the vote. But what I did is something for 52 years. They've been trying to get Roe v. Wade into the states. And through the genius and heart and strength of 6 Supreme Court justices, we were able to do that. Now, I believe in the exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother. I believe strongly in it. Ronald Reagan did also. 85% of Republicans do. Exceptions. Very important. But we were able to get it, and now states are voting on it. And for the first time, you're going to see, look, this is an issue that's torn our country apart for 52 years. Every legal scholar, every Democrat, every Republican, liberal, conservative, they all wanted this issue to be brought back to the states where the people could vote. And that's what happened. Now, Ohio, the vote was somewhat liberal. Kansas, the vote was somewhat liberal, much more liberal than people would have thought. But each individual state is voting. It's the vote of the people now. It's not tied up in the federal government. I did a great service in doing it. It took courage to do it. And the Supreme Court had great courage in doing it. And I give tremendous credit to those 6 justices.
There is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a baby after it's born. Madam Vice President, I want to get your response to President Trump.
Well, as I said, you're going to hear a bunch of lies, and that's not actually a surprising fact. Let's understand how we got here. Donald Trump hand-selected 3 members of the United States Supreme Court with the intention that they would undo the protections of Roe v. Wade. And they did exactly as he intended. And now in over 20 states, there are Trump abortion bans, which make it criminal for a doctor or nurse to provide health care. In one state, it provides prison for life. Trump abortion bans that make no exception even for rape and incest, which understand what that means. A survivor of a crime of violation to their body does not have the right to make a decision about what happens to their body next. That is immoral. And one does not have to abandon their faith or deeply held beliefs to agree. The government, and Donald Trump certainly, should not be telling a woman what to do with her body. I have talked with women around our country. You want to talk about this is what people wanted? Pregnant women who want to carry a pregnancy to term, suffering from a miscarriage, being denied care in an emergency room because the healthcare providers are afraid they might go to jail, and she's bleeding out in a car in the parking lot. She didn't want that. Her husband didn't want that. A 12 or 13-year-old survivor of incest being forced to carry a pregnancy to term. They don't want that. And I pledge to you, When Congress passes a bill to put back in place the protections of Roe v. Wade, as President of the United States, I will proudly sign it into law. But understand, if Donald Trump were to be reelected, he will sign a national abortion ban. Understand, in his Project 2025, there would be a national abortion, a monitor that would be monitoring your pregnancies, your miscarriages. I think the American people believe that certain freedoms, in particular the freedom to make decisions about one's own body, should not be made by the government.
Thank you, Vice President Harris.
Well, there she goes again. It's a lie. I'm not signing a ban, and there's no reason to sign a ban, because we've gotten what everybody wanted. Democrats, Republicans, and everybody else, and every legal scholar wanted it to be brought back into the states, and the states are voting. And it may take a little time, but for 52 years, this issue has torn our country apart, and they've wanted it back in the states. And I did something that nobody thought was possible. The states are now voting. What she says is an absolute lie. And as far as the abortion ban, no, I'm not in favor of abortion ban, but it doesn't matter, because this issue has now been taken over by the states.
Would you veto a national abortion ban if it came to your
Well, I won't
desk?
have to, because, again, two things. Number one, she said she'll go back to Congress. She'll never get the vote. It's impossible for her to get the vote, especially now with the 50-50, essentially 50-50 in both Senate and the House. She's not going to get the vote. She can't get the vote. She won't even come close to it. So it's just talk. You know what it reminds me of? When they said they're going to get student loans terminated, and it ended up being a total catastrophe. The student loans, and then her, I think probably her boss, if you call him a boss, he spends all his time on the beach. But look, her boss went out and said, we'll do it again. We'll do it a different way. And he went out, got rejected again by the Supreme Court. So all these students got taunted with this whole thing about this whole idea, and how unfair that would have been. Part of the reason they lost to the millions and millions of people that had to pay off their student loans. They didn't get it for free, but they were saying it's the same way that they talked about that they talk about abortion.
But if I could just get a yes or no, because your running mate, J.D. Vance, has said that you would veto it if it did come to your desk.
Well, I didn't discuss it with J.D. In all fairness, J.D., and I don't mind if he has a certain view, but I think he was speaking for me, but I really didn't. Look, we don't have to discuss it, because she'd never be able to get it, just like she couldn't get student loans. They couldn't get student loans. They didn't even come close to getting student loans. They taunted young people and a lot of other people that had loans. They can never get this approved. So it doesn't matter what she says about going to Congress. Well, wonderful. Let's go to Congress. Do it. But the fact is that for years they wanted to get it out of Congress and out of the federal government, and we did something that everybody said couldn't be done. And now you have a vote of the people on abortion.
Vice President Harris, I want to give you your time to respond, but I do want to ask, would you support any restrictions on a woman's right to an abortion?
I absolutely support reinstating the protections of Roe v. Wade, and as you rightly mentioned, nowhere in America is a woman carrying a pregnancy to term and asking for an abortion. That is not happening. It's insulting to the women of America. And understand what has been happening under Donald Trump's abortion bans. Couples who pray and dream of having a family are being denied IVF treatments. What is happening in our country? Working people, working women, who are working 1 or 2 jobs, who can barely afford childcare as it is, have to travel to another state to get on a plane sitting next to strangers to go and get the health care she needs. Barely can afford to do it, and what you are putting her through is unconscionable. And the people of America have not, the majority of Americans believe in a woman's right to make decisions about her own body. And that is why in every state where this issue has been on the ballot, in red and blue states both, the people of America have voted for it.
Vice President Harris,
Excuse me, I have to respond. Another lie. It's another lie. I have been a leader on IVF, which is fertilization. The IVF, I have been a leader. In fact, when they got a very negative decision on IVF from the Alabama courts, I saw the people of Alabama and the legislature 2 days later voted it in. I've been a leader on it. They know that, and everybody else knows it. I have been a leader on fertilization, IVF. And the other thing, you should ask, will she allow abortion in the 8th month, 9th month, 7th month?
So serious?
Okay, would you do that? Why don't you ask her that question?
Why don't you answer
That's
the
problem.
question? Would you
because
veto?
under Roe v. Wade,
Answer the question. Would you veto?
You could do abortions in the 7th month, the 8th month, the 9th
That's
month,
not true.
and probably after birth. Just look at the governor, former governor of Virginia. The governor of Virginia said we put the baby aside and then we determine what we want to do with the baby.
President Trump, thank you.
We're going to turn now to immigration and border security. We know it's an issue that's important to Republicans, Democrats, voters across the board in this country. Vice President Harris, you were tasked by President Biden with getting to the root causes of migration from Central America. We know that illegal border crossings reached a record high in the Biden administration. This past June, President Biden imposed tough new asylum restrictions. We know the numbers since then have dropped significantly. But my question to you tonight is, why did the administration wait until 6 months before the election to act? And would you have done anything differently from President Biden on this?
So I'm the only person on this stage who has prosecuted transnational criminal organizations for the trafficking of guns, drugs, and human beings. And let me say that the United States Congress, including some of the most conservative members of the United States Senate, came up with a border security bill which I supported. And that bill would have put 1,500 more border agents on the border to help those folks who are working there right now overtime, trying to do their job. It would have allowed us to stem the flow of fentanyl coming into the United States. I know there are so many families watching tonight who have been personally affected by the surge of fentanyl in our country. That bill would have put more resources to allow us to prosecute transnational criminal organizations for trafficking in guns, drugs, and human beings. But you know what happened to that bill? Donald Trump got on the phone, called up some folks in Congress and said, kill the bill. And you know why? Because he'd prefer to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem. And understand, this comes at a time where the people of our country actually need a leader who engages in solutions, who actually addresses the problems at hand. But what we have in the former president is someone who would prefer to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem. And I'll tell you something, he's going to talk about immigration a lot tonight, even when it's not the subject that is being raised. And I'm going to actually do something really unusual, and I'm going to invite you to attend one of Donald Trump's rallies, because it's a really interesting thing to watch. You will see during the course of his rallies, he talks about fictional characters like Hannibal Lecter. He will talk about windmills cause cancer. And what you will also notice is that people start leaving his rallies early out of exhaustion and boredom. And I will tell you, the one thing you will not hear him talk about is you. You will not hear him talk about your needs, your dreams, and your desires. And I'll tell you, I believe you deserve a president who actually puts you first, and I pledge to you that I will.
Vice President Harris, thank you. President Trump, on that point, I want to get your response.
Well, I would like to respond.
Let me just ask, though, why did you try to kill that bill, and successfully so, that would have put thousands of additional agents and officers on the border?
First, let me respond as to the rallies. She said people start leaving. People don't go to her rallies. There's no reason to go. And the people that do go, she's bussing them in and paying them to be there, and then showing them in a different light. So she can't talk about that. People don't leave my rallies. We have the biggest rallies, the most incredible rallies in the history of politics. That's because people want to take their country back. Our country is being lost. We're a failing nation. And it happened 3.5 years ago. And what's going on here, you're going to end up in World War III, just to go into another subject. What they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to come into our country, and look at what's happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame. As far as rallies are concerned, as far as the reason they go is they like what I say. They want to bring our country back. They want to make America great again. It's a very simple phrase, make America great again. She's destroying this country, and if she becomes president, this country doesn't have a chance of success. Not only success, we'll end up being Venezuela on steroids.
I just want to clarify here. You bring up Springfield, Ohio, and ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is the
people on television say my dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from television.
But the people on television saying their
manager.
Dog was eaten by the people that went there.
Again, the Springfield city manager says there's no evidence of that. Vice President Harris, I'll let you respond to the rest of what you've heard.
You talk about extreme. You know, this is, I think, one of the reasons why in this election I actually have the endorsement of 200 Republicans who have formerly worked with President Bush, Mitt Romney, and John McCain, including the endorsement of former Vice President Dick Cheney and Congress member Liz Cheney. And if you want to really know the inside track on who the former president is, if he didn't make it clear already, just ask people who have worked with him. His former chief of staff, a 4-star general, has said he has contempt for the Constitution of the United States. His former national security advisor has said he is dangerous and unfit. His former Secretary of Defense has said the nation, the republic, would never survive another Trump term. And when we listen to this kind of rhetoric, when the issues that affect the American people are not being addressed, I think the choice is clear in this election.
President Trump, I'll give you a quick minute to respond here.
Thank you, because when I hear that, see, I'm a different kind of a person. I fired most of those people. Not so graciously. They did bad things or a bad job. I fired them. They never fired one person. They didn't fire anybody having to do with Afghanistan and the Taliban and the 13 people who's were just killed, viciously and violently killed. And I got to know the parents and the family. They didn't fire. They should have fired all those generals, all those top people, because that was one of the most incompetently handled situations anybody has ever seen. So when somebody does a bad job, I fire him. And you take a guy like Esper. He was no good. I fired him. So he writes a book. Another one writes a book. Because with me, they can write books. With nobody else can they. But they have done such a poor job, and they never fire anybody. Look at the economy. Look at the inflation. They didn't fire any of their economists. They have the same people. That's a good way not to have books written about you. But just to finish, I got more votes than any Republican in history by far. In fact, I got more votes than any president, sitting president, in history by far.
Let me continue on immigration. It was what you wanted to talk about earlier, so let's get back to your deportation proposal that the vice president has reacted to as well. President Trump, you call this the largest domestic deportation operation in the history of our country. You say you would use the National Guard. You say if things get out of control, you'd have no problem using the U.S. military.
Police, yes.
You also said you would use local police. How would you deport 11 million undocumented immigrants? I know you believe that number is much higher. Take us through this. What does this look like? Will authorities be going door to door in this country?
Yeah, it is much higher because of them. They allowed criminals, many millions of criminals. They allowed terrorists. They allowed common street criminals. They allowed people to come in, drug dealers, to come into our country, and they're now in the United States and told by their countries like Venezuela, don't ever come back or we're going to kill you. Do you know that crime in Venezuela and crime in countries all over the world is way down? You know why? Because they've taken their criminals off the street and they've given them to her to put into our country. And this will be one of the greatest mistakes in history for them to allow. And I think they probably did it because they think they're going to get votes, but it's not worth it because they're destroying the fabric of our country by what they've done. There's never been anything done like this at all. They've destroyed the fabric of our country. Millions of people let in. And all over the world, crime is down. All over the world except here. Crime here is up and through the roof. Despite their fraudulent statements that they made, Crime in this country is through the roof, and we have a new form of crime. It's called migrant crime, and it's happening at levels that nobody thought possible.
President Trump, as you know, the FBI says overall violent crime is actually coming down in this country. But Vice President Harris,
the FBI they were defrauding statements. They didn't include the worst cities. They didn't include the cities with the worst crime. It was a fraud, just like their number of 818,000 jobs that they said they created turned out to be a fraud.
President Trump, thank you. I'll let you respond, Vice President Harris.
Well, I think this is so rich, coming from someone who has been prosecuted for national security crimes, economic crimes, election interference, has been found liable for sexual assault, and his next big court appearance is in November at his own criminal sentencing. And let's be clear where each person stands on the issue of what is important about respect for the rule of law and respect for law enforcement. The former vice president called for defunding federal law enforcement, 45,000 agents, get this, on the day after he was arraigned on 34 felony counts. So let's talk about what is important in this race. It is important that we move forward, that we turn the page on this same old tired rhetoric and address the needs of the American people, address what we need to do about the housing shortage, which I have a plan for, address what we must do to support our small businesses, address bringing down the price of groceries. But frankly, the American people are exhausted with this same old tired playbook.
Vice President Harris, thank you.
Excuse me. Every one of those cases was started by them against their political opponent. And I'm winning most of them, and I will win the rest on appeal. And you saw that with the decision that came down just recently from the Supreme Court. I'm winning most of them. But those are cases, it's called weaponization. Never happened in this country. They weaponized the Justice Department. Every one of those cases was involved with the DOJ, from Atlanta and Fani Willis to the Attorney General of New York and the DA in New York. Every one of those cases. And then they say, oh, he's a criminal. They're the ones that made them go after me. By the way, Joe Biden was found essentially guilty on the documents case. And what happened in my documents case? They said, oh, that's the toughest of them all. A complete and total victory. 2 months ago, it was thrown out. It's weaponization, and they used it, and it's never happened in this country. They used it to try and win an election. They're fake cases.
President Trump, thank you. A really quick response here, Vice President Harris, on this notion of weaponization of the Justice Department.
Well, let's talk about extreme and understand the context in which this election in 2024 is taking place. The United States Supreme Court recently ruled that the former president would essentially be immune from any misconduct if he were to enter the White House again. Understand, this is someone who has openly said he would terminate, I'm quoting, terminate the Constitution of the United States, that he would weaponize the Department of Justice against his political enemies. Someone who has openly expressed disdain for members of our military. Understand what it would mean if Donald Trump were back in the White House with no guardrails, because certainly we know now the court won't stop him. We know J.D. Vance is not going to stop him. It's up to the American people
Vice President
to stop
Harris,
him.
Thank you. Lindsay?
Vice President Harris, in your last run for president.
This is the one that weaponized, not me. She weaponized. I probably took a bullet to the head because of the things that they say about me. They talk about democracy. I'm a threat to democracy. They're the threat to democracy with a fake Russia investigation that went nowhere.
We have a lot to get to. Lindsay?
Vice President Harris, in your last run for president, you said you wanted to ban fracking. Now you don't. You wanted mandatory government buyback programs for assault weapons. Now your campaign says you don't. You supported decriminalizing border crossings. Now you're taking a harder line. I know you say that your values have not changed. So then why have so many of your policy positions changed?
So my values have not changed, and I'm going to discuss every one of at least every point that you've made. But in particular, let's talk about fracking, because we're here in Pennsylvania. I made that very clear in 2020. I will not ban fracking. I have not banned fracking as Vice President of the United States, and in fact, I was the tie-breaking vote on the Inflation Reduction Act, which opened new leases for fracking. My position is that we have got to invest in diverse sources of energy so we reduce our reliance on foreign oil. We have had the largest increase in domestic oil production in history because of an approach that recognizes that we cannot over-rely on foreign oil. As it relates to my values, let me tell you, I grew up a middle-class kid raised by a hardworking mother who worked and saved and was able to buy our first home when I was a teenager. The values I bring to the importance of home ownership, knowing not everybody got handed $400 million on a silver platter and then filed bankruptcy 6 times, is a value that I bring to my work to say we are going to work with the private sector and home builders to increase 3 million homes, increase by 3 million homes by the end of my first term. My work that is related to having a friend when I was in high school who was sexually assaulted by her stepfather. And my focus then on protecting women and children from violent crime is based on a value that is deeply grounded in the importance of standing up for those who are most vulnerable. My work that is about protecting Social Security and Medicare is based on long-standing work that I have done, protecting seniors from scams. My values have not changed. And what is important is that there is a president who actually brings values and a perspective that is about lifting people up and not beating people down and name-calling. The true measure of the leader is the leader who actually understands the strength is not in beating people down, it's in lifting people up. I intend to be that president.
President Trump, your response?
Well, first of all, I wasn't given $400 million. I wish I was. My father was a Brooklyn builder, Brooklyn, Queens, and a great father, and I learned a lot from him. But I was given a fraction of that, a tiny fraction, and I built it into many, many billions of dollars, many, many billions. And when people see it, they are even surprised. So we don't have to talk about that. Fracking, she's been against it for 12 years. Defund the police, she's been against that forever. She gave all that stuff up very wrongly, very horribly, and everybody's laughing at it, okay? They're all laughing at it. She gave up at least 12 and probably 14 or 15 different policies. Like, she was big on defund the police. In Minnesota, she went out, wait a minute, I'm talking now, if you don't mind, please. Does that sound familiar? She went out in Minnesota and wanted to let criminals that killed people, that burned down Minneapolis, she went out and raised money to get them out of jail. She did things that nobody would ever think of. Now she wants to do transgender operations on illegal aliens that are in prison. This is a radical left liberal that would do this. She wants to confiscate your guns, and she will never allow fracking in Pennsylvania. If she won the election, fracking in Pennsylvania will end on day one. Just to finish one thing, so important in my opinion. So I got the oil business going like nobody has ever done before. When they took over, they got rid of it, started getting rid of it, and the prices were going up the roof. They immediately let these guys go to where they were. I would have been 5 times, 4 times, 5 times higher, because you're talking about 3.5 years ago. They got it up to where I was because they had no choice, because the prices of energy were quadrupling and doubling. You saw what happened to gasoline. So they said, let's go back to Trump. But if she won the election, the day after that election, they'll go back to destroying our country, and oil will be dead, fossil fuel will be dead, we'll go back to windmills, and we'll go back to solar, where they need a whole desert to get some energy to come out. You ever see a solar plant? By the way, I'm a big fan of solar, but they take 400, 500 acres of desert soil.
Trump, we have a
These
lot
are
of
not good
issues
things
that
for
we
the
have to get
environment
to.
that
We're
she
out of time.
understands.
Thank you.
Lindsay, thank you. We have an election in just 56 days. And I want to talk about the peaceful transfer of power, which, of course, we all know is a cornerstone of our democracy, and the role of a president in a moment of crisis. Mr. President, on January 6th, you told your supporters to march to the Capitol. You said you would be right there with them. The country and the world saw what played out at the Capitol that day, the officers coming under attack. Aides in the West Wing say you watched it unfold on television off the Oval Office. You did send out tweets, but it was more than 2 hours before you sent out that video message telling your supporters to go home. Is there anything you regret about what you did on that day?
You just said a thing that isn't covered peacefully and patriotically. I said during my speech, not later on. Peacefully and patriotically. And nobody on the other side was killed. Ashley Babbitt was shot by an out-of-control police officer that should have never, ever shot her. It's a disgrace. But we didn't do this group of people that have been treated so badly. I ask, what about all the people that are pouring into our country and killing people that she allowed to pour in? She was the border czar, remember that. She was the border czar. She doesn't want to be called the border czar because she's embarrassed by the border. In fact, she said at the beginning, oh, I'm surprised you're not talking about the border yet. That's because she knows what a bad job they've done. What about those people? What are they going to be prosecuted? When are these people from countries all over the world, not just South America, they're coming in from all over the world, David, all over the world, and crime rates are down all over the world because of it.
But let me just
when
ask
are those, David, when are those people going to be prosecuted? When are the people that burned down Minneapolis going to be prosecuted? Or in Seattle? They went into Seattle. They took over a big percentage of the city of Seattle. When are those people going to be prosecuted?
But let me just ask you.
You might ask her that question.
You were the president. You were watching it unfold on television. It's a very simple question as we move forward toward another election. Is there anything you regret about what you did on that day? Yes or no?
I had nothing to do with that other than they asked me to make a speech. I showed up for a speech. I said, I think it's going to be big. I went to Nancy Pelosi and the mayor of Washington, D.C., and the mayor put it back in writing, as you know. I said, you know, this is going to be a very big rally or whatever you want to call it. And again, it wasn't done by me. It was done by others. I said, I'd like to give you 10,000 National Guard or soldiers. They rejected me. Nancy Pelosi rejected me. It was just 2 weeks ago. Her daughter has a tape of her saying she is fully responsible for what happened. They want to get rid of that tape. It would have never happened if Nancy Pelosi and the mayor of Washington did their jobs. I wasn't responsible for security. Nancy Pelosi was responsible. She didn't do her job.
The question was about you as president, not about former Speaker Pelosi, but I do want Vice President Harris to respond here.
I was at the Capitol on January 6th. I was the vice president-elect. I was also an acting senator. I was there. And on that day, the President of the United States incited a violent mob to attack our nation's capital, to desecrate our nation's capital. On that day, 140 law enforcement officers were injured, and some died. And understand, the former president has been indicted and impeached for exactly that reason. But this is not an isolated situation. Let's remember Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches, spewing anti-Semitic hate. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side. Let's remember that when it came to the Proud Boys, a militia, the president said, the former president said, stand back and stand by. So for everyone watching who remembers what January 6th was, I say, we don't have to go back. Let's not go back. We're not going back. It's time to turn the page. And if that was a bridge too far for you, well, there is a place in our campaign for you to stand for country, to stand for our democracy, to stand for rule of law, and to end the chaos, and to end the approach that is about attacking the foundations of our democracy because you don't like the outcome. And be clear on that point. Donald Trump, the candidate, has said in this election there will be a bloodbath if this and the outcome of this election is not to his liking. Let's turn the page on this. Let's not go back. Let's chart a course for the future and not go backwards to the past.
Let me just follow up here.
It was a different term, and it was a term that related to energy because they have destroyed our energy business. That was where bloodbath was. Also, on Charlottesville, that story has been, as you would say, debunked. Laura Ingraham, Sean Hannity, Jesse, all of these people, they covered it. If they go an extra sentence, they will see it was perfect. It was debunked in almost every newspaper, but they still bring it up, just like they bring 2025 up. They bring all of this stuff up. I ask you this. You talk about the Capitol. Why are we allowing these millions of people to come through on the southern border? How come she's not doing anything? And I'll tell you what I would do, and I would be very proud to do it. I would say we would both leave this debate right now. I'd like to see her go down to Washington, D.C. during this debate, because we're wasting a lot of time. Go down to, because she's been so bad, it's so ridiculous. Go down to Washington, D.C. and let her sign a bill to close up the border, because they have the right to do it. They don't need bills. They have the right to do it. The President of the United States, you'll get him out of bed, you'll wake him up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you'll say, come on down to the office, let's sign a bill. If he signs a bill that the border is closed, all he has to do is say it to the Border Patrol, who are phenomenal. If they do that, the border is closed.
Mr.
Those
President,
people are killing many people, unlike J6.
We talked immigration here tonight. I do want to focus on this next issue to both of you, because it really brings us this into focus, truth in these times that we're living in. Mr. President, for 3.5 years after you lost the 2020 election, you repeatedly falsely claimed that you won, many times saying you won in a landslide. In the past couple of weeks leading up to this debate, you have said, quote, you lost by a whisker, that you, quote, didn't quite make it, that you came up a little bit short.
I said that?
Are you now acknowledging that you lost in 2020?
No, I don't acknowledge that at all.
But
I
you
said
did
that
say
sarcastically.
That.
You know that. It was said, oh, we lost by a whisker. That was said sarcastically. Look, there's so much proof. All you have to do is look at it. And they should have sent it back to the legislatures for approval. I got almost 75 million votes, the most votes any sitting president has ever gotten. I was told if I got 63, which was what I got in 2016, you can't be beaten. The election, people should never be thinking about an election as fraudulent. We need two things. We need walls, and we have to have it. We have to have borders, and we have to have good elections. Our elections are bad. And a lot of these illegal immigrants coming in, they're trying to get them to vote. They can't even speak English. They don't even know what country they're in practically. And these people are trying to get them to vote. And that's why they're allowing them to come into our country.
I did watch all of these pieces of video. I didn't detect the sarcasm, lost by a whisker. We didn't quite make it. And we should just point out here as clarification, and you know this, you and your allies, 60 cases in front of many judges, many of them
no
Republican.
Judge looked at it.
And said
they
there was
said
no
we didn't have
widespread
standing.
fraud.
That's the other thing. They said we didn't have standing, a technicality. Can you imagine a system where a person in an election doesn't have standing? The President of the United States doesn't have standing. That's how we lost. If you look at the facts, and I'd love to have you'll do a special on it. I'll show you Georgia, and I'll show you Wisconsin, and I'll show you Pennsylvania, and I'll show you. We have so many facts and statistics, but you know what? That doesn't matter, because we have to solve the problem that we have right now. That's old news. And the problem that we have right now is we have a nation in decline, and they have put it into decline. We have a nation that is dying, David.
Mr. President, thank you. Vice President Harris, you heard the president there tonight. He said he didn't say that he lost by a whisker. So he still believes he did not lose the election that was won by President Biden and yourself. But I do want to ask you about something that's come up in the last couple of days. This was a post from President Trump about this upcoming election just weeks away. He said, when I win, those people who cheated, and then he lists donors, voters, election officials, he says will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, which will include long-term prison sentences. One of your campaign's top lawyers responded saying, we won't let Donald Trump intimidate us. We won't let him suppress the vote. Is that what you believe he's trying to do here?
Donald Trump was fired by 81 million people. So let's be clear about that. And clearly he is having a very difficult time processing that. But we cannot afford to have a president of the United States who attempts, as he did in the past, to upend the will of the voters in a free and fair election. And I'm going to tell you that I have traveled the world as Vice President of the United States, and world leaders are laughing at Donald Trump. I have talked with military leaders, some of whom worked with you, and they say you're a disgrace. And when you then talk in this way in a presidential debate and deny what over and over again are court cases you have lost because you did in fact lose that election, it leads one to believe that perhaps we do not have in the candidate to my right the temperament or the ability to not be confused about fact. That's deeply troubling, and the American people deserve better.
I'll give you 1 minute to respond, Mr. President.
Let me just tell you about world leaders. Viktor Orban, one of the most respected men, they call him a strong man. He's a tough person, smart. Prime Minister of Hungary. They said, why is the whole world blowing up? 3 years ago it wasn't. Why is it blowing up? He said, because you need Trump back as president. They were afraid of him. China was afraid, and I don't like to use the word afraid, but I'm just quoting him. China was afraid of him. North Korea was afraid of him. Look at what's going on with North Korea, by the way. He said Russia was afraid of him. I ended the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, and Biden put it back on day one, but he ended the XL pipeline. The XL pipeline in our country, he ended that. But he let the Russians build a pipeline going all over Europe and heading into Germany, the biggest pipeline in the world. Look, Viktor Orban said it. He said the most respected, most feared person is Donald Trump. We had no problems when Trump was president, but when this weak, pathetic man that you saw at a debate just a few months ago, that if he weren't in that debate, he'd be running instead of her. She got no votes. He got 14 million votes. What you did, you talk about a threat to democracy. He got 14 million votes, and they threw him out of office. And you know what? I'll give you a little secret. He hates her. He can't stand her. But he got 14 million votes. They threw him out. She got 0 votes. And when she ran, she was the first one to leave because she failed. And now she's running. I don't understand it, but I'm okay with it because
your time is
I think
up.
we're going to do very well.
We've got a lot more to get to.
Turning now to the Israel-Hamas war and the hostages who are still being held, Americans among them. Vice President Harris, in December, you said, quote, Israel has a right to defend itself, but you added, quote, it matters how, saying international humanitarian law must be respected. Israel must do more to protect innocent civilians. You said that 9 months ago. Now an estimated 40,000 Palestinians are dead. Nearly 100 hostages remain. Just last week, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said there's not a deal in the making. President Biden has not been able to break through the stalemate. How would you do it?
Well, let's understand how we got here. On October 7, Hamas, a terrorist organization, slaughtered 1,200 Israelis. Many of them young people who were simply attending a concert. Women were horribly raped. And so absolutely, I said then, I say now, Israel has a right to defend itself. We would. And how it does so matters. Because it is also true, far too many innocent Palestinians have been killed. Children, mothers. What we know is that this war must end. It must end immediately, and the way it will end is we need a ceasefire deal and we need the hostages out. And so we will continue to work around the clock on that. Work around the clock, also understanding that we must chart a course for a two-state solution. And in that solution, there must be security for the Israeli people and Israel, and in equal measure for the Palestinians. But the one thing I will assure you always, I will always give Israel the ability to defend itself, in particular as it relates to Iran and any threat that Iran and its proxies pose to Israel. But we must have a two-state solution where we can rebuild Gaza, where the Palestinians have security, self-determination, and the dignity they so rightly deserve.
President Trump, how would you negotiate with Netanyahu and also Hamas in order to get the hostages out and prevent the killing of more innocent civilians in Gaza?
If I were president, it would have never started. If I were president, Russia would have never, ever, I know Putin very well, he would have never, and there was no threat of it either, by the way, for 4 years, have gone into Ukraine and killed millions of people when you add it up, far worse than people understand what's going on over there. But when she mentions about Israel, all of a sudden, she hates Israel. She wouldn't even meet with Netanyahu when he went to Congress to make a very important speech. She refused to be there because she was at a sorority party of hers. She wanted to go to the sorority party. She hates Israel. If she's president, I believe that Israel will not exist within 2 years from now. And I've been pretty good at predictions, and I hope I'm wrong about that one. She hates Israel. At the same time, in her own way, she hates the Arab population because the whole place is going to get blown up. Arabs, Jewish people, Israel will be gone. It would have never happened. Iran was broke under Donald Trump. Now Iran has $300 billion because they took off all the sanctions that I had. Iran had no money for Hamas or Hezbollah or any of the 28 different spheres of terror. And they are spheres of terror, horrible terror. They had no money. It was a big story, and you know it. You covered it very well, actually. They had no money for terror. They were broke. Now they're a rich nation, and now what they're doing is they're spreading that money around. Look at what's happening with the Houthis and Yemen. Look at what's going on in the Middle East. This would have never happened. I will get that settled and fast, and I'll get the war with Ukraine and Russia ended. If I'm president-elect, I'll get it done before even becoming president.
Vice President Harris, he says you hate Israel.
That's absolutely not true. I have my entire career and life supported Israel and the Israeli people. He knows that. He's trying to, again, divide and distract from the reality, which is it is very well known that Donald Trump is weak and wrong on national security and foreign policy. It is well known that he admires dictators, wants to be a dictator on day one, according to himself. It is well known that he said of Putin that he can do whatever the hell he wants and go into Ukraine. It is well known that he said when Russia went into Ukraine, it was brilliant. It is well known he exchanged love letters with Kim Jong-un. And it is absolutely well known that these dictators and autocrats are rooting for you to be president again because they're so clear. They can manipulate you with flattery and favors.
Watch my stream.
And that is why so many military leaders who you have worked with have told me you are a disgrace. That is why we understand that we have to have a president who is not consistently.
Also, I can't hear a thing on your stream.
National security, including the importance of upholding and respecting in highest regard our military.
Vice President Harris, thank you.
They're the ones, and she's the one that caused it, that's weak on national security by allowing every nation last month for the year, 168 different countries sending people into our country. Their crime rates are way down. Putin endorsed her last week, said, I hope she wins. And I think he meant it, because what he's gotten away with is absolutely incredible. It wouldn't have happened with me. The leaders of other countries think that they're weak and incompetent, and they are. They're grossly incompetent. And I just ask one question. Why does Biden go in and kill the Keystone Pipeline and approve the single biggest deal that Russia's ever made, Nord Stream 2, the biggest pipeline anywhere in the world going to Germany and all over Europe? Because they're weak and they're ineffective. And Biden, by the way,
President
gets paid
Trump,
a lot of money.
Thank you. We have a lot of issues to get to.
We'll be right back with much more of this historic ABC News presidential debate from the National Constitution Center right here in Philadelphia. Back in a moment.
Are we good to unmute?
No, it's a. I guess we could.
Washington is the seat of power on national security.
Dude.
Or we can talk now?
I don't know if we should be watching this. Aren't there kids in the audience? I was like half tempted to unmute and say JB. Maybe we shouldn't be watching this.
Well, what did they talk about you don't think that the kids should be watching?
Well,
yeah, pretty much. I don't know what you mean. This field dolphins in school, bro.
If I say some certain things, I probably will get muted.
Yeah. DM them to me.
And you were also the one that was going off. Oh, no politics, please, no politics.
We're not giving off any political opinions. This is just for the public to watch. There's no political opinions here besides the two candidates. We know Trump's a Republican. We know Kamala's a Democrat. We all know that. So that does not count. I meant our own political opinions. We're not allowed to give our own political opinions off. So everybody, they both get a fair chance. They both get a chance to speak and say what they think. They both say each of what they think. It's evened out. It's not just one side. When I ban politics, I don't want anybody to say some stuff for it to lean one side. This is evened out because both sides are speaking. Do you understand?
Yes.
So that's
I muted myself so that I can speak while I'm muted.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was basically laughing the entire time.
I'll unmute Red Wolf. Red Wolf, by the way, you did have some stuff playing in the background.
Yeah, I think it was FNF, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It does that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
You should probably at least change the stream name for the time being, so people don't get like misleaded.
Yeah, I probably should. You know what? I probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because some kids are probably gonna come in and say, "Oh, look, JB's streaming." Oh.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that.
I hope this is over soon. I kind of want to play Lumber Tycoon again. Either not, or I'll probably.
What do you mean it's over soon? It's interesting. Okay.
What? What do you mean it's interesting? I'm 14, bro. I'm way too young for this.
Yeah, you're not too young.
I am. This is like so interesting. I keep up with all.
It is.
Yeah. See, Celeste.
It is very interesting. Though I mean, I'm probably closer to your age than Samurai is.
Who, me? Or you?
Yes, I'm probably closer to your age than Samurai is.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
I guess that's all of them.
Okay, hold on. Let me read the chat.
Oh god, Hayden Jack's here.
Maple Alex is saying stuff. Hayden Jack's there. George One-Way, hello. Hello, B's for me's. No, we're still doing politics. I'm sorry.
Politics.
No more.
They're important.
No more politics.
From this misery.
It's just what's showing on TV. It evens out. It's not one side leaning and the other side leaning. All right. I normally don't like, everybody knows I'm strictly family friendly, but hey, I think the presidential debate is an exception. That's my opinion, at least. That's my opinion. And
yeah.
You choose to watch it, sure. You choose not to watch it, sure. Why not? Or you don't have to watch it, and I put the title there, so. Yeah, I do understand that they do say certain words that are bad, but it's like when they say them, they're listing off the issues. They're not making jokes about them. Yes, I do understand that does break the family-friendly code. I'll put a cursing warning up here. I probably should do that.
I don't know. I guess I'll play Minecraft in the background.
Yeah, put swear warning.
Well, they don't swear, but
they say like
cursing is swearing, buddy.
Word.
It says not family-friendly. It says not.
Yeah, just say not family friendly.
Okay, all right, everyone, hush up. It's time to watch it again.
Hush, mute.
Hush up.
Everyone,
okay.
Oh.
Oops. Oh, wrong one. There we go.
ABC News presidential debate tonight. We're going to continue here, and I want to turn to the war in Ukraine.
Here.
We're now 2.5 years into this conflict. Mr. President, it has been the position of the Biden administration that we must defend Ukraine from Russia, from Vladimir Putin, to defend their sovereignty, their democracy, that it's in America's best interest to do so, arguing that if Putin wins, he may be emboldened to move even further into other countries. You have said you would solve this war in 24 hours. You said so just before the break tonight. How exactly would you do that? And I want to ask you a very simple question tonight. Do you want Ukraine to win this war?
I want the war to stop. I want to save lives that are being people being killed by the millions. It's the millions. It's so much worse than the numbers that you're getting, which are fake numbers. Look, we're in for 250 billion or more because they don't ask Europe, which is a much bigger beneficiary to getting this thing done than we are. They're in for $150 billion less because Biden and you don't have the courage to ask Europe like I did with NATO. They paid billions and billions, hundreds of billions of dollars when I said, either you pay up or we're not going to protect you anymore. So that's maybe one of the reasons they don't like me as much as they like weak people. But you take a look at what's happening. We're in for 250 to 275 billion. They're into 100 to 150. They should be forced to equalize. With that being said, I want to get the war settled. I know Zelensky very well, and I know Putin very well. I have a good relationship, and they respect your president, okay? They respect me. They don't respect Biden. How would you respect him? Why? For what reason? He hasn't even made a phone call in 2 years to Putin, hasn't spoken to anybody. They don't even try and get it. That is a war that's dying to be settled. I will get it settled before I even become president. If I win, when I'm president-elect, and what I'll do is I'll speak to one, I'll speak to the other, I'll get them together. That war would have never happened. And in fact, when I saw Putin after I left, unfortunately left because our country has gone to hell. But after I left, when I saw him building up soldiers, he did it after I left, I said, oh, he must be negotiating. It must be a good, strong point of negotiation. Well, it wasn't, because Biden had no idea how to talk to him. He had no idea how to stop it. And now you have millions of people dead, and it's only getting worse, and it could lead to World War III. Don't kid yourself, David. We're playing with World War III, and we have a president that we don't even know if he's... Where is our president? We don't even know if he's a president.
And just to clarify
they threw him out of a campaign like a dog. We don't even know. Is he our president? But we have a president,
Mr. President,
that doesn't know he's alive.
Your time is up. Just to clarify in the question, do you believe it's in the U.S. best interest for Ukraine to win this war, yes or no?
I think it's the U.S. best interest to get this war finished and just get it done.
All right.
Negotiate a deal, because we have to stop all of these human lives from being destroyed.
I want to take this to Vice President Harris. I want to get your thoughts on support for Ukraine in this moment, but also, as Commander-in-Chief, if elected, how would you deal with Vladimir Putin, and would it be any different from what we're seeing from President Biden?
Well, first of all, it's important to remind the former president you're not running against Joe Biden, you're running against me. I believe the reason that Donald Trump says that this war would be over within 24 hours is because he would just give it up. And that's not who we are as Americans. Let's understand what happened here. I actually met with Zelensky a few days before Russia invaded, tried through force to change territorial boundaries, to defy one of the most important international rules and norms, which is the importance of sovereignty and territorial integrity. And I met with President Zelensky. I shared with him American intelligence about how he could defend himself. Days later, I went to NATO's eastern flank, to Poland and Romania. And through the work that I and others did, we brought 50 countries together to support Ukraine in its righteous defense. And because of our support, because of the air defense, the ammunition, the artillery, the javelins, the Abrams tanks that we have provided, Ukraine stands as an independent and free country. If Donald Trump were president, Putin would be sitting in Kyiv right now. And understand what that would mean, because Putin's agenda is not just about Ukraine. Understand why the European allies and our NATO allies are so thankful that you are no longer president, and that we understand the importance of the greatest military alliance the world has ever known, which is NATO, and what we have done to preserve the ability of Zelensky and the Ukrainians to fight for their independence. Otherwise, Putin would be sitting in Kyiv with his eyes on the rest of Europe, starting with Poland. And why don't you tell the 800,000 Polish Americans right here in Pennsylvania how quickly you would give up for the sake of favor and what you think is a friendship with what is known to be a dictator who would eat you for lunch.
Vice President Harris, thank you. We've heard from both of you on Ukraine tonight. Afghanistan came up in the last hour. I wanted her to respond to something you said earlier, and I'll give you a minute here.
Putin would be sitting in Moscow, and he wouldn't have lost 300,000 men and women, but he would have been sitting in Moscow. Quiet, please. He would have been sitting in Moscow, much happier than he is right now. But eventually, you know, he's got a thing that other people don't have. He's got nuclear weapons. They don't ever talk about that. He's got nuclear weapons. Nobody ever thinks about that. And eventually, maybe he'll use them, and maybe he hasn't been that threatening, but he does have that. Something we don't even like to talk about. Nobody likes to talk about it. But just so you understand, they sent her to negotiate peace before this war started. 3 days later, he went in and he started the war because everything they said was weak and stupid. They said the wrong things. That war should have never started. She was the emissary. They sent her in to negotiate with Zelensky and Putin, and she did. And the war started 3 days later. And that's the kind of talent we have with her. She's worse than Biden. In my opinion, I think he's the worst president in the history of our country. She goes down as the worst vice president in the history of our country. But let me tell you something. She is a horrible negotiator. They sent her in to negotiate. As soon as they left, Putin did the invasion.
President Trump, thank you. You did bring up something. You said she went to negotiate with Vladimir Putin. Vice President Harris, have you ever met Vladimir Putin? Can you clarify tonight?
Yet again, I said it at the beginning of this debate, you're going to hear a bunch of lies coming from this fellow. And that is another one. When I went to meet with President Zelensky, I've now met with him over 5 times. The reality is it has been about standing as America always should, as a leader upholding international rules and norms, as a leader who shows strength, understanding that the alliances we have around the world are dependent on our ability to look out for our friends and not favor our enemies because you adore strongmen instead of caring about democracy. And that is very much what is at stake here. The President of the United States is commander-in-chief. And the American people have a right to rely on a president who understands the significance of America's role and responsibility in terms of ensuring that there is stability and ensuring we stand up for our principles and not sell them for the benefit of personal flattery.
We've talked about Ukraine and Vladimir Putin. I do want to talk about Afghanistan. It came up in the first hour of this debate. I wanted to move on to Afghanistan.
Stoltenberg said Trump did the most amazing thing I've ever seen. He got these countries, the 28 countries at the time, to pay up. He said, I've never seen. He's the head of NATO. He said, I've never seen. For years, we were paying almost all of NATO. We were being ripped off by European nations, both on trade and on NATO. I got them to pay up by saying one of the statements you made before, if you don't pay, we're not going to protect you.
President
Otherwise,
Trump.
we would have never gotten it. He said it was one of the most incredible jobs that he's ever seen done.
Thank you. I want to turn to Afghanistan. It came up in the first hour of the debate, and we witnessed a poignant moment today on Capitol Hill, honoring the soldiers who died in the chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan. I do want to ask the Vice President, do you believe you bear any responsibility in the way that withdrawal played out?
Well, I will tell you, I agreed with President Biden's decision to pull out of Afghanistan. 4 presidents said they would, and Joe Biden did. And as a result, America's taxpayers are not paying the $300 million a day we were paying for that endless war. And as of today, there is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world, the first time this century. But let's understand how we got to where we are. Donald Trump, when he was president, negotiated one of the weakest deals you can imagine. He calls himself a deal maker. Even his national security advisor said it was a weak, terrible deal. And here's how it went down. He bypassed the Afghan government. He negotiated directly with a terrorist organization called the Taliban. The negotiation involved the Taliban getting 5,000 Taliban terrorists released. And get this, and the president at the time invited the Taliban to Camp David, a place of storied significance for us as Americans, a place where we honor the importance of American diplomacy, where we invite and receive respected world leaders. And this former president, as president, invited them to Camp David because he does not again appreciate the role and responsibility of the President of the United States to be commander-in-chief with a level of respect. And this gets back to the point of how he has consistently disparaged and demeaned members of our military, fallen soldiers, and the work that we must do to uphold the strength and the respect of the United States of America around the world.
Vice President Harris, thank you. President Trump, your response to her saying that you began the negotiations with the Taliban.
So if you take a look at that period of time, the Taliban was killing our soldiers, a lot of them, with snipers. And I got involved with the Taliban because the Taliban was doing the killing. That's the fighting force within Afghanistan. They don't bother doing that because, you know, they deal with the wrong people all the time. But I got involved. And Abdul is the head of the Taliban. He is still the head of the Taliban. And I told Abdul, don't do it anymore. You do it anymore, you're going to have problems. And he said, why do you send me a picture of my house? I said, you're going to have to figure that out, Abdul. And for 18 months, we had nobody killed. We did have an agreement negotiated by Mike Pompeo. It was a very good agreement. The reason it was good, it was we were getting out. We would have been out faster than them, but we wouldn't have lost the soldiers. We wouldn't have left many Americans behind, and we wouldn't have left $85 billion worth of brand new, beautiful military equipment behind. And just to finish, they blew it. The agreement said you have to do this, and they didn't do it. They didn't do it. The agreement was terminated by us because they didn't do what they were supposed to do.
I want to move on.
And these people did the worst withdrawal and, in my opinion, the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. And by the way, that's why Russia attacked Ukraine, because they saw how incompetent she and her boss are.
President Trump, thank you. I want to move on now to race and politics in this country. Mr. President, you recently said of Vice President Harris, quote, I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. I want to ask a bigger picture question here tonight. Why do you believe it's appropriate to weigh in on the racial identity of your opponent?
I don't, and I don't care. I don't care what she is. I don't care. You make a big deal out of something. I couldn't care less. Whatever she wants to be is okay with me.
But those were your words, so I'm asking.
I don't know. I mean, all I can say is I read where she was not black, that she put out, and I'll say that. And then I read that she was black, and that's okay. Either one was okay with me. That's up to her. That's up to her.
Vice President Harris, your thoughts on this?
I think it's, I mean, honestly, I think it's a tragedy that we have someone who wants to be president who has consistently, over the course of his career, attempted to use race to divide the American people. You know, I do believe that the vast majority of us know that we have so much more in common than what separates us, and we don't want this kind of approach that is just constantly trying to divide us, and especially by race. And let's remember how Donald Trump started. He was land, he owned buildings, and he was investigated because he refused to rent property to black families. Let's remember, this is the same individual who took out a full-page ad in the New York Times calling for the execution of 5 young black and Latino boys who were innocent, the Central Park 5. Took out a full-page ad calling for their execution. This is the same individual who spread birther lies about the first black president of the United States. And I think the American people want better than that, want better than this, want someone who understands, as I do, I travel our country. We see in each other a friend. We see in each other a neighbor. We don't want a leader who is constantly trying to have Americans point their fingers at each other. I meet with people all the time who tell me, can we please just have discourse about how we're going to invest in the aspirations and the ambitions and the dreams of the American people? Knowing that regardless of people's color or the language their grandmother speaks, we all have the same dreams and aspirations and want a president who invests in those, not in hate and division.
Vice President Harris, thank you. Lindsay?
President Trump, this is now your 3rd time.
This is the most divisive presidency in the history of our country. There's never been anything like it. They're destroying our country, and they come up with things like what she just said, going back many, many years, when a lot of people, including Mayor Bloomberg, agreed with me on the Central Park 5. They admitted, they said, they pled guilty. And I said, well, if they pled guilty, they badly hurt a person, killed a person ultimately. And if they pled guilty, then they pled, we're not guilty. But this is a person that has to stretch back years, 40, 50 years ago, because there's nothing now. I built one of the greatest economies in the history of the world, and I'm going to build it again. It's going to be bigger, better, and stronger. But they're destroying our economy. They have no idea what a good economy is. Their oil policies, every single policy. And remember this, she is Biden. You know, she's trying to get away from Biden. I don't know the gentleman, she says. She is Biden. The worst inflation we've ever had, a horrible economy because inflation has made it so bad, and she can't get away with that.
Thank you. Your time is up, Lindsay.
I want to respond to that, though. I want to just respond briefly. Clearly, I am not Joe Biden, and I am certainly not Donald Trump. And what I do offer is a new generation of leadership for our country, one who believes in what is possible, one who brings a sense of optimism about what we can do instead of always disparaging the American people. I believe in what we can do to strengthen our small businesses, which is why I have a plan. Let's talk about our plans and let's compare the plans. I have a plan to give startup businesses $50,000 tax deduction, to pursue their ambitions, their innovation, their ideas, their hard work. I have a plan, $6,000 for young families for the first year of your child's life, to help you in that most critical stage of your child's development. I have a plan that is about allowing people to be able to pursue what has been fleeting in terms of the American dream by offering a help with down payment of $25,000 down payment assistance for first-time home buyers. That's the kind of conversation, I believe, David, that people really want tonight, as opposed to a conversation that is constantly about belittling and name-calling. Let's turn the page
Vice President
and move
Harris,
forward.
thank you. Let's turn to policy.
President
Let's
Trump,
turn back
we
to
have
policy.
to move on. President Trump.
Let's turn to policy, please.
She has a plan to defund the police. She has a plan to confiscate everybody's gun.
President Trump,
she has
we do
a
have
plan
to move
to
on to
not
other
allow
issues.
fracking in Pennsylvania or anywhere else.
Okay.
That's
you, Mr.
what her
President.
plan is until just recently.
I just need
Lindsay,
to
go ahead.
respond
No,
because
Trump,
the
President
former
Trump.
president has said
No, I'm
something
sorry.
twice that I need to
No,
respond to.
I'm sorry. We're
I just
going
need
to move on,
respond
Vice
one
President
time
Harris.
to what he has
President
said
Trump, this
multiple
is
times.
now your third time running for president. You have long vowed to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. You have failed to accomplish that. You now say you're going to keep Obamacare, quote, unless we can do something much better.
Correct.
Last month you said, quote, we're working on it. So tonight, 9 years after you first started running, do you have a plan, and can you tell us what it is?
Obamacare was lousy health care, always was. It's not very good today. And what I said, that if we come up with something, and we are working on things, we're going to do it and we're going to replace it. But remember this, I inherited Obamacare because Democrats wouldn't change it. They wouldn't vote for it. They were unanimous. They wouldn't vote to change it. If they would have done that, we would have had a much better plan than Obamacare. But the Democrats came up. They wouldn't vote for it. I had a choice to make when I was president. Do I save it and make it as good as it can be, never going to be great, or do I let it rot? And I felt I had an obligation, even though politically it would have been good to just let it rot and let it go away. I decided, and I told my people, the top people, and they're very good people. I have a lot of good people in that administration. We read about the bad ones. We had some real bad ones, too, and so do they. They have really bad ones. The difference is they don't get rid of them. But let me just explain. I had a choice to make. Do I save it and make it as good as it can be, or do I let it rot? And I saved it. I did the right thing. But it's still never going to be great, and it's too expensive for people. And what we will do is we're looking at different plans. If we can come up with a plan that's going to cost our people, our population, less money and be better health care than Obamacare, then I would absolutely do it. But until then, I'd run it as good as it can be run.
So just a yes or no, you still do not have a plan?
I have concepts of a plan. I'm not president right now. But if we come up with something, I would only change it if we come up with something that's better and less expensive. And there are concepts and options we have to do that. And you'll be hearing about it in the not-too-distant future.
Vice President Harris, in 2017, you supported Bernie Sanders' proposal to do away with private insurance and create a government-run health care system. 2 years later, you proposed a plan that included a private insurance option. What is your plan today?
Well, first of all, I absolutely support, and over the last 4 years as vice president, private health care options. But what we need to do is maintain and grow the Affordable Care Act. But I'll get to that, Lindsay. I just need to respond to a previous point that the former president has made. I've made very clear my position on fracking. And then this business about taking everyone's guns away. Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away. So stop with the continuous lying about this stuff. As it relates to the Affordable Care Act, understand, just look at the history to know where people stand. When Donald Trump was president, 60 times he tried to get rid of the Affordable Care Act. 60 times. I was a senator at the time when I will never forget the early morning hours when it was up for a vote in the United States Senate. And the late, great John McCain, who you have disparaged as being, you don't like him, you said, at the time because he got caught. He was an American hero. The late, great John McCain, I will never forget that night, walked onto the Senate floor and said, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't get rid of the Affordable Care Act. You have no plan. And what the Affordable Care Act has done is eliminate the ability of insurance companies to deny people with pre-existing conditions. I don't have to tell the people watching tonight, you remember what that was like? Remember when an insurance company could deny if a child had asthma, if someone was a breast cancer survivor, if a grandparent had diabetes? And thankfully, as I've been vice president, and we over the last 4 years have strengthened the Affordable Care Act, we have allowed for the first time Medicare to negotiate drug prices on behalf of you, the American people. Donald Trump said he was going to allow Medicare to negotiate drug prices. He never did. We did. And now we have capped the cost of insulin at $35 a month. Since I've been vice president, we have capped the cost of prescription medication for seniors at $2,000 a year. And when I am president, we will do that for all people, understanding that the value I bring to this is that access to health care should be a right and not just a privilege of those who can afford it. And the plan has to be to strengthen the Affordable Care Act, not get rid of it,
Vice President Harris,
in terms of where Donald Trump stands on that.
I want to move to an issue that's important for a lot of...
She made a mistake. At number one, John McCain fought Obamacare for 10 years. But it wasn't only him. It were all of the Democrats that kept it going. And you know what? We can do much better than Obamacare, much less money. But she won't improve private insurance for people, private medical insurance. That's another thing she doesn't want to get. People are paying privately for insurance that have worked hard and made money, and they want to have private. She wants everybody to be on government insurance where you wait 6 months for an operation that you need immediately.
President Trump, thank you. We have another issue that we'd like to get to that's important for a number of Americans, in particular younger voters, and that's climate change. President Trump, with regard to the environment, you say that we have to have clean air and clean water. Vice President Harris, you call climate change an existential threat. The question to you both tonight is, what would you do to fight climate change? And Vice President Harris, we'll start with you. 1 minute for you each.
Well, the former president had said that climate change is a hoax. And what we know is that it is very real. You ask anyone who lives in a state who has experienced these extreme weather occurrences, who now is either being denied home insurance or it's being jacked up. You ask anybody who has been the victim of what that means in terms of losing their home, having nowhere to go. We know that we can actually deal with this issue. The young people of America care deeply about this issue. And I am proud that as vice president over the last 4 years, we have invested $1 trillion in a clean energy economy, while we have also increased domestic gas production to historic levels. We have created over 800,000 new manufacturing jobs while I have been vice president. We have invested in clean energy to the point that we are opening up factories around the world. Donald Trump said he was going to create manufacturing jobs. He lost manufacturing jobs. And I'm also proud to have the endorsement of the United Auto Workers and Sean Fain, who also know that part of building a clean energy economy includes investing in American-made products, American automobiles. It includes growing what we can do around American manufacturing and opening up auto plants, not closing them like happened under Donald Trump.
Vice President Harris, thank you.
It didn't happen under Donald Trump. Let me just tell you, they lost 10,000 manufacturing jobs this last month. it's going. They're all leaving. They're building big auto plants in Mexico, in many cases owned by China. They're building these massive plants, and they think they're going to sell their cars into the United States because of these people. What they have given to China is unbelievable. But we're not going to let that. We'll put tariffs on those cars so they can't come into our country, because they will kill the United Auto Workers and any auto worker, whether it's in Detroit or South Carolina or any other place. What they've done to business and manufacturing in this country is horrible. We have nothing because they refuse. You know, Biden doesn't go after people because supposedly China paid him millions of dollars. He's afraid to do it. Between him and his son, they get all this money from Ukraine. They get all this money from all of these different countries. And then you wonder, why is he so loyal to this one, that one, Ukraine, China? Why is he? Why did he get $3.5 million from the mayor of Moscow's wife? Why did she pay him $3.5 million? This is a crooked administration, and they're selling our country down the tubes.
President Trump, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with closing statements from both of our candidates. An historic night, this ABC News presidential debate from Philadelphia. Back in a moment.
Who's left in BC?
Basically everyone.
Okay. Red Wolf, your mic kept going crazy. I had to keep muting you. Goodness gracious. Oh, we got Braden here. Hey, how's it going? And then we got we have Celestial, Red Samurai, Supernova, Memer.
I was playing Dingus in the bathroom.
Are we still going?
Yeah, no, it's still going on. Yeah,
I was playing
Red
in
Wolf, thank you
Dingus.
for being here. Vote JB for president 2024. What?
I don't know about that one.
Jack for
Did
president.
I accidentally say I was playing Ding Bathroom in the bathroom earlier?
Well, what? How do you play the
I meant to say I was playing Dingus while this was going on.
Also,
it's just fun to watch.
JB, as I was muted from seeing the Donald Trump versus who I don't even know, but definitely, but definitely what I did was listen to some music.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
Yeah.
How much longer is the video?
Who's actually watching the debate? Who's actually watching the debate from my stream?
I was watching.
It would be. I know it's JB because he's streaming it. I'm also watching it.
Red Wolf's trying to get his mic unmuted, I think.
Thank you.
Red Wolf, you gotta fix your mic. I keep hearing background noise. I keep having to mute.
Turn on noise suppression.
Yeah. Somehow, I literally unplugged. I literally made it where you can't hear it.
Hey, JB, how much longer do we have on the video? Oh,
it's a live stream.
Not that long. Not that long.
Yay.
No, but we got you watching a little bit. We got me watching it. We got Celestial watching it. I'm gonna assume Braden's watching it. He usually likes to watch those things.
Yeah,
who else
he does.
I'm laughing so hard while my mic is off because it just sounds so stupid and pointless. Like debating.
It's really not, but
it really is.
There were some funny moments. There were some really funny moments. I have to tell you.
I have a lot of opinions,
but so angry, bro.
Because he should be.
First, at the start of the video, he looks so sad. Now he looks friggin' P-worded.
He just has a serious face. I mean, I'll defend him.
Yeah.
Here. I have a serious face as well that looks like I'm sad or whatever.
Valid.
So I have to say something. Anybody in the world who goes and criticizes Trump just for looking like that at the debate, that shouldn't be a proper criticism. I have that exact face when I'm in public all the time too. It doesn't mean I'm being sketchy.
Valid.
So, yeah. It's a normal face that sometimes people hold on their face. It's fine. Anyways. But those would just be extreme.
There are funny moments.
Will we be playing one more time after this, or are you going to end the stream after this?
No, I'll play a little bit. Extreme liberals would be the ones saying, criticizing Trump's face during that. You shouldn't criticize anybody's face during that. Except if it actually does look bad.
The dirty liberals.
I don't know. I don't usually pay attention to politics and crap like that.
I know. I could tell.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, so JB, while we're watching this, when it shows 9 p.m. for me, can you tell me that I'm going to sleep?
Yeah.
That's kind of important though for the people in this.
The thing's gonna end before it's bedtime for you. The thing's gonna end before your bedtime.
It's 10:36 for me right now. Probably latest I'll stay up is probably like 11:30 or something.
Okay. Do you have
Latest I stay up is like 12:40 in the morning.
The latest you've ever stayed up, or the latest you'll stay up tonight?
The latest I usually stay up is around 12 a.m.
I thought you were about to say it's the latest you stayed up ever. Let's be real here. All of us have stayed
up
till All of us have stayed up till 7 a.m. in the morning, except for maybe Red
I
Samurai.
didn't sleep for 3 days in a row one time.
Because he actually goes by strict schedule that I respect.
No, my latest would have been probably close to like a few minutes after 3.
I didn't sleep for 3 days once. And
Hush.
Alright, it's starting.
Welcome back tonight. The time has come for closing statements, and Vice President Harris, we begin with you.
So I think you've heard tonight two very different visions for our country. One that is focused on the future, and the other that is focused on the past, and an attempt to take us backward. But we're not going back. And I do believe that the American people know we all have so much more in common than what separates us. And we can chart a new way forward. And a vision of that includes having a plan, understanding the aspirations, the dreams, the hopes, the ambition of the American people, which is why I intend to create an opportunity economy, investing in small businesses, in new families, in what we can do around protecting seniors, what we can do that is about giving hardworking folks a break and bringing down the cost of living. I believe in what we can do together that is about sustaining America's standing in the world and ensuring that we have the respect that we so rightly deserve, including respecting our military and ensuring we have the most lethal fighting force in the world. I will be a president that will protect our fundamental rights and freedoms, including the right of a woman to make decisions about her own body and not have her government tell her what to do. I'll tell you, I started my career as a prosecutor. I was a DA, I was an attorney general, a United States senator, and now vice president. I've only had one client, the people. And I'll tell you, as a prosecutor, I never asked a victim or a witness, are you a Republican or a Democrat? The only thing I ever asked them, are you okay? And that's the kind of president we need right now. Someone who cares about you and is not putting themselves first. I intend to be a president for all Americans and focus on what we can do over the next 10 and 20 years to build back up our country by investing right now in you, the American people.
Vice President Harris, thank you. President Trump?
So she just started by saying she's going to do this, she's going to do that, she's going to do all these wonderful things. Why hasn't she done it? She's been there for 3.5 years. They've had 3.5 years to fix the border. They've had 3.5 years to create jobs and all the things we talked about. Why hasn't she done it? She should leave right now, go down to that beautiful White House, go to the Capitol, get everyone together and do the things you want to do, but you haven't done it, and you won't do it because you believe in things that the American people don't believe in. You believe in things like we're not going to frack. We're not going to take fossil fuel. We're not going to do things that are going to make this country strong, whether you like it or not. Germany tried that, and within 1 year, they were back to building normal energy plants. We're not ready for it. We can't sacrifice our country for the sake of bad vision. But I just ask one simple question. Why didn't she do it? We're a failing nation. We're a nation that's in serious decline. We're being laughed at all over the world. All over the world, they're laughing. I know the leaders very well. They're coming to see me. They call me. We're laughed at all over the world. They don't understand what happened to us as a nation. We're not a leader. We don't have any idea what's going on. We have wars going on in the Middle East. We have wars going on with Russia and Ukraine. We're going to end up in a third world war, and it'll be a war like no other because of nuclear weapons, the power of weaponry. I rebuilt our entire military. She gave a lot of it away to the Taliban. She gave it to Afghanistan. What these people have done to our country, and maybe toughest of all, is allowing millions of people to come into our country. Many of them are criminals, and they're destroying our country. The worst president, the worst vice president in the history of our country.
President Trump, thank you. And that is our ABC News presidential debate from here in Philadelphia at the National Constitution Center. I'm Lindsay Davis.
And I'm David Muir. Thank you for watching here in the U.S. and all over the world, and from all of us here at ABC News. Good night.
And that concludes what may be the first and only presidential election debate of this 2024 cycle. It was fascinating to watch these two candidates spar over more than an hour and a half. Kamala Harris, the vice president of the United States, on the offense.
I wonder what goes on now after the debate.
I don't know what this lady's talking about. She says it's the first. It's not the first. There was one in June, but with a different presidential candidate. I don't know what she's talking about. She's lying. Goodness gracious. We caught it right there.
She kept chumming the waters, and Trump kept taking the bait. Repeatedly, she kind of avoided the subject of the question. She pivoted to something else.
I don't want to hear this lady. I don't want to hear this lady. I don't want to hear this lady. We were just here to watch the debate. I do not trust a news network to be speaking because we don't know what they could be saying. We don't know what they could be saying. Just okay. Anyways.
Is it over?
Yes, it's over.
Yay.
Okay. We're not going to listen to that news. Okay. We're just there for the debate. Any singular person could specifically choose to say something in favor of a candidate or against a candidate. That's not good.
Oh, they can't be always paid off to do it. So many other reasons why.
All right, don't talk politics. Don't talk politics. But
all right, what are we doing now?
All right, we don't. We're done talking politics here. We'll only for this.
I'm not going to stay on that much longer.
All right, that's fine. Hello,
all right.
AJ, hello.
No more talking about it.
Everybody, huh?
Hey, Polecat. Polecat's
we're done.
Hey, Polecat needs to join me.
Oh my goodness.
So what now?
Why you were doing that? I was just playing a game.
Yeah, I was playing slap battles.
Yeah, I was playing Slap Your Mom.
I'm gonna go on to Roblox. Now I gotta change the text. Hold on. Now I gotta change the text.
Slap battles is funny, especially when you have the God hand.
I don't feel like putting up a thing there. I ruined the text. I'll have to do some thinking. I don't feel like doing some thinking right now. Actually, I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom. Okay.
All right. JB's gonna poop himself.
Exactly. Gonna poop himself.
Remember last stream? Everyone was saying JB's gonna poop himself.
No, my girlfriend said that. No. Okay. Do we have any admins in here? Okay, no, I'll just mute and deafen. All right. Okay. Is everybody still here? Oh wait, they can't hear me. Everybody in chat? Uh-oh. What did I just... Huh? Hello? Okay, I'm back.
Hi.
Hi.
I just lost my brain over this teaser trailer I just saw for Star Wars.
For Star Wars?
Yes, all the good stuff has returned. Also, the dumpster fire like Acolyte.
Valid.
That was Oh no! Oh no!
Stand by. You want me to send you the clip of the teaser trailer?
How are you in so fast?
I was already in here. What do you mean? Also, how did my base size go up before? The heck?
Oh, maybe I should. No, I don't think I should stream like that. I'm thinking here. This point of view does look pretty good.
What do you mean point of view?
Like, look how it looks on stream.
Hang on.
This does look pretty good.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice.
I have to give it that.
Valid.
It's a pretty good one. But you don't see the full screen. You don't see most of the screen.
That's alright.
I sent you the teaser trailer, by
so
the
much
way.
of the screen. It's Summer Tycoon 2.
I have some wood studs for you, but I can probably get a few more before you actually start placing blueprints.
Hey, JB, I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave VCU for a minute.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Take your time.
It's taking... Okay, never mind.
I don't plan on being here for long.
Yeah, same. I'm probably gonna go in like 20-30 minutes, because getting late. I got school tomorrow.
I don't go for girls, I go for lumber bucks.
Gotta go yell at lunch again.
The subcon is dying. Okay. Yeah, it's quiet because I was taking a break. Hello, Ahsoka Tano, hello!
Oh, there's my blue steel axe. I was looking for that.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
I don't even know who's left in the...
I know there's a... how many are left? There are 6 of us, including me and you. And the rest of them just aren't talking.
Okay. Oh, awesome. Folsom came back. Here, I gotta change the missions back on the channel of 8. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm going to end this stream. Alright.
Alright.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Good night, JB.
Alright, good night, JB.
Bye. Good night.
See you next time.
Yeah.